really going on? So tell me something good, tell me something good. You better turn up the volume in every hood. Which clubs really poppin'? Who clothesline rockin'? Which show should I be watching? Redbone pretty, let the world know. And if it's sweet like honey, that's my girl show. Biggie, turn the volume up. Chuck B, turn the volume up. J-Dub, turn the volume up. DJ, turn the volume up. Honey Claus. Honey's Claus. Honey's Claus. Honey's Claus. Honey, 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 honey's Claus. Honey, 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 honey's Claus. No one else to listen to, check her elegance. Sick of all them weak shows, here's the medicine. Kept their ears to the streets, true veterans. This is Marge's favorite damn show. I tried telling them it's about to go up. Stairways, my girl Honey on the motherfucking airways. It's about to go up. Stairways, my girl Honey on the motherfucking airways. Turn up, East Coast, turn up. Japan, turn up. Motherland, turn up. Europe, turn up. South America, turn up. Australia, turn up. Turn up.
Woo woo.
What?
Woo woo. What's up? Welcome inside Honey's Closet. Yes, you are live on thepowerofvoices.com. And if you see us or you want to see us, then go to facebook.com/Honey's Closet Crew and tune in and join the party. We are sitting here today, this Tuesday, 8 to 10, bringing you some live entertainment. Minus the poet. The poet has a day off today.
It's the Honey Beats and Lee show.
It's the Honey Beats and Mr. O. And we got some Uber stories.
Yeah.
And I have an Uber story. So we're playing Honey's Closet, Family Feud. Haven't played that in a long time. And I got actually a couple of email bag and random questions. Some juicy ones.
Okay.
A lot of them about relationships, though. People having some issues out here.
That's what I'm talking about.
So, Mr. Lee, we're going to put you to work.
It's time for the Uber
You want me to go to work?
We want you to go to work. So before we get started, let's get the Uber because we got the Uber story.
Let me hear your Uber story. Maybe yours is more better.
No, mine. No. Nothing tops yours.
Tops that one. No.
But we're gonna save yours for last because yours is dynamite, like JJ.
Yeah, y'all better stay tuned.
Okay, so I've been a traveling little honeybee the last
2 months.
Maybe it's 2 months.
If not 3.
So I just came back from Jersey City. And then
you're a Jersey girl now.
Don't say that.
You can't say you're a California girl.
No.
Well, I'll say I got a little Jersey in me though.
You're
a little Jersey up in there.
East Coast Jersey girl, hanging out on the boardwalk and everything.
Hey, I was having a ball. Jersey it's beautiful.
Yeah, they're very nice parts of it.
Mm-hmm. Especially where the piers are and everything. So it's cool. But so then I came home for 2 days, and then I was going to rent a car and go to Vegas to see my grandmother because she's still out there.
Okay.
But the car rentals were so expensive for like 4 days because initially I was supposed to be there for 4 days. And I have to go back to Vegas within the next week or so to pick her up. And I'm going to have to rent a car because I'm not driving my cars out there. So I'm like, well, I'm not going to rent a car. How can I get to Vegas? So I thought Megabus. Let me try the Megabus. Right? So I'm like, okay, $24, $22 actually.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm going to go. And then I bought my seat $1. You can claim, buy a seat. It's $1.
What do you mean
buy a seat?
Because they have reserved seats on the Megabus. So if you want to get a seat, make sure you have a seat. So going up there, I reserved the seat was $3. But they gave me the wrong seat. But I had the whole seat to myself.
Right.
So I could sit anywhere.
Right.
Coming back this morning, I reserved a seat for $1. There was a guy sitting on the, because I like the window seats. It was a guy, and I'm like, there's no way with all my junk, we're not going to make it. So I just went to the open seat and had my own seat. But it was.
So what if that open seat was somebody else's seat? You had to go back to your seat?
The open seats are for anybody.
How do you know it's open?
Because the reserve seat has numbers. So it lets you know you reserve seat number 14.
Oh, and then, so half the bus is numbered and half the bus isn't?
It's just a couple of seats. It's like maybe 15 seats are numbered upstairs and downstairs.
Oh, it's a double decker.
It's a double decker.
Oh, heck.
Oh, okay.
I'm upstairs, though. I don't know why I'm going to be upstairs.
No.
But I was upstairs. So, anyways, that was all cool. You know, got there. It's not the most comfortable ride, but it's the same amount of time as a car.
Right.
Right. So going there, I left at.
So is it a nonstop bus?
It stopped once it gets to Riverside. It stops in Barstow for you to get food.
Okay.
And that for like 15, 20 minutes, and then you're going.
Okay.
So I get to Vegas at 2:45 in the morning, something like that. So I'm like, I'm gonna call an Uber.
Okay. Question.
Cool. Mm-hmm.
Do you still go into that station that the Greyhound goes into?
No, it picked you up at the downtown Riverside Metrolink.
No, I'm talking about in Vegas.
No. Where we went to?
Yeah. The one right there on the main by the casino. Okay.
It takes you to somewhere off the strip, like it's called the South Vegas RTC bus terminal, something like that. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay. So anyways, I get there, I call an Uber, right? So it tells you who your Uber driver is, whatever.
Right.
He's in an SUV, like a Nissan truck or something.
Okay.
So as he pulls up into the station, I see he stops and picks up somebody. So when I get in the car, he has a guy in the car, which I think is already in the car with him, and then he picked up this Asian lady, right? So when he gets to me, I'm the last person he picks up. I have to get in the front seat.
So you did a pool?
I did a pool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you choose? Do you choose?
Yeah,
that?
you can choose a pool if you want to.
Yeah.
Does it make it cheaper?
Yeah.
Pool is cheaper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the pool was $10 for me to come, and then this morning I was running late, so I didn't want to do a pool, so it was $19.
Wow.
So $10.
You're a good
So
little
half.
distance away from your bus place.
Yeah.
Unless
So
you caught a surge.
yeah. So I get in the car, and it's a Hispanic, like younger kind of dude, all tatted up, right? So as I get in the car, I see he looks over at me. So he has on like classical music. So he immediately turns on hip hop. I mean, he got that trap, what is it called? Trap music?
Yeah.
He just got. So I said, okay, what happened to the classical? Right? So I'm sitting in the car and I'm like, oh, I have my phone in my hand. I'm like, okay. But I'm like, maybe he just, so I'm like the Asian lady probably back there. And I hadn't really seen the guy that was in there. I didn't know if he was black or other.
Right.
He was darker. I don't know if he was Hispanic or something. So he drops the Asian lady off first. Like, he got the music. He got it going, right? So I'm actually in the car like, okay, got a little music. Right, I'm tired. Okay, so he doesn't say anything the whole ride. Drops her off. Then we go and we drop the dude off. Right? Okay. And he takes the dude to the projects.
Okay.
Right? So the dude is like, oh, you turning wrong. He was like, well, it tells me to turn here. And then once you turn, oh, my bad. You right. My house right down the street.
He must have been drunk.
He had a Heineken in his hand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he gets out. So now, I get my anxiety starts to kick in.
Because it's you and him alone.
It's me and him alone.
Okay.
Right? So my anxiety starts to kick in. So
would that be with any male, or is it just because he's all
somebody I don't know like that?
Okay.
That I'm not. I get
Well, so I would not take Ubers.
Well, I normally don't take Ubers, not by myself.
Right.
But I had no choice.
Okay.
So, and that's why I choose pools.
Oh,
normally, that's why I choose a pool.
I got you.
It just so happens that I have to be the last one to get dropped off.
Right.
So, when the guy gets out the car, he's like, okay, pretty lady, you're next. So I'm like, okay. So I said, how long is it going to take? Oh, about 10 minutes.
Okay.
I'm like, okay. So we're in the car, and I can see him up the side of my eye looking at me. Oh my God, you're gorgeous. I'm like,
that's what he said.
Yeah. I said, thank you very much. Right. Thank you very much. And he was like, so you live out here? I said, no, I don't. I'm visiting. And so he said, oh, well, we can go clubbing.
No, you didn't.
I said, no. Mind you, he's driving like this, nice big wedding ring on his finger. Right? So I'm like, no. I said, no, I don't club. I'm too old for that. So he's like, okay, well, he was like, how long you here for? I said, and I'm like, I don't want to answer his questions, but I'm in the car by myself, so I don't want to come out cocky so I'm like, kind of like just really quick answers. I said, for a few days, I'm here with family. Okay. Man, you are beautiful. So I'm like, it's like 3. I'm thinking at this time, it's like 3:15 in the morning. Mm-hmm. It's like 6 something in Jersey. I'm finna call Joker. Right? Just have him on the phone.
Wake the Joker up.
Wake the Joker up. Because he had called me a few hours before to see if I had made it in. So I'm like, maybe he just turning over. So then, but the phone. So I go to dial the phone his number, and it's like circling. But it goes to ring, and then it goes to like it went out of service or something. Okay. So I'm like, oh man. So then I hang up, and I go, I'm gonna wait a few minutes. I'm gonna call some more. So then he goes, do you like to dance? I'm like, I said, me and my husband dance all the time. Call back, still doing the same thing. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Why won't the phone ring? Like,
Sprint.
Shut up. So he's like, what? And this makes me mad. He goes, again, and this is how I know exactly what he said at this point. He goes, I'm sorry if I'm just bothering you, but you are just so beautiful. What do you mix with? That irritates me. So I immediately got mad. Because why is it that in order for me to be beautiful, I have to be mixed with something? Because that's how I take that. Right. I just can't be black.
But
no, there's no but.
No, there is a but. I don't think he's saying that because you're beautiful, you're mixed. A misconception with a lot of people in this world is that if you're not my color, then you're not full black.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
So he said, what are you mixed with? And I said, I'm not mixed with anything. He goes, well, you look Cuban, maybe Puerto Rican. I thought about you.
Dominican.
He said Haitian or something like that.
Usually Haitians Haitians are usually
darker. Yeah. But
Puerto
he was
Rican or Cuban.
Or Dominican.
or some hot.
And so I said, nope, just black on black. Right? So then now my attitude is changing because I do get offended when people say that because I feel like people are saying, are you beautiful, so you just can't be black? And I could be wrong. That's just my thought process.
Yeah.
So that pissed me off. So now I'm like.
But technically we're all mixed with something, though.
Yeah. We're going to do a DNA test on you. We're going to find out.
You're going to get mad. Don't do it. Don't you do it. You're going to get mad, so don't do that. Because you're going to find out that you're probably less black than anything else.
No, I'm not.
I'm telling you.
Most people come out. In fact, there was a guy on a show earlier with Jesse T, and he did that DNA test, and his name is Cy Harrison. Is that an actor? Mm-hmm. And he was surprised at his outcome. I got a buddy of mine in Chicago. He just did it, and he's Puerto Rican, but he had about 12 different things in his bloodline.
Well, because what happened, I mean, what happened, we know, is in the passage from Africa to here. Yeah,
there was a lot of stops.
They got dropped off a lot of places. That's why in Puerto Rico, in Cuba, in all these countries, you have they're Latin, but they're dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because if you go off of me, my dad's genes are just very strong. Mm-hmm. Because if you go to my mom's side of the family, there's only a couple people that are brown skinned. Mm-hmm. Everybody else is your color.
Yeah.
Light, bright, dark near white.
They lighter than me.
Now you have a guest on the line who is one of the cast of characters on the Lee Michaels show. Apollo is here.
Oh man, Apollo!
Apollo! Hey, Apollo, how are you?
Speaking of misjudging people, we misjudged Apollo when we first heard him.
Right.
Wait a minute.
Are you there?
Wait a minute. Oh, there he is.
Apollo, are you there? Ali Oxenfree.
Apollo. He should be there. Oh, wait a minute. My bad. Wrong module. There you go.
Apollo?
Now can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. How are you?
I was going to say we all got some black in us now. They everybody, we all derive from the Asiatic black woman.
Okay.
So I wish I'd have got that big dick. Instead, I got bad credit and a couple sickle cells.
Oh man,
you're so stupid.
Well, welcome to the inside the closet, Apollo. You fit in perfectly.
I'm coming up out the closet.
Uh-oh.
I ain't trying to go in the closet.
Now be careful when you say you're coming out. People might
No, I didn't mean it like that.
Okay.
You never what my man said. What Rodney King said. You never see that press conference when they go in the closet. You know, you always see the coming out press conference.
That's right.
Right.
You never like to thank everybody for coming out. Thank you. I've been sucking dick all my life. Tired of it. I'm going in the closet.
Oh boy.
Oh my God.
I'm going in the closet.
Maybe we should have left him in the cage.
No. Apollo
Man,
is funny.
Apollo, do you ever come to Cali, man?
I haven't been there in a long time.
Okay. Well, when you do come,
I was
you
at
need
an
to
Urban
come sit up in
Network
there.
convention. The ground moved too much for me out there.
Oh
Shit.
man, it ain't moved. So I've been out here 2 years and I've only felt it one time.
Yeah, we don't move that much.
And it wasn't even really. It was a thumper. It just said boom. You know,
Hey
it was a
Lee, by the
quickie.
way, my daughter is coming there this in a month or so. It's some big hip hop kind of eccentric hip hop festival.
There's
or something. I
nothing
can't remember.
eccentric about hip hop.
This is some of
It's-
this weird hip hop shit, like hippie hip hop. I don't know what it
Hippie
is.
hip-hop.
I can't
Maybe it's
remember
like
what
a
it's
Tribe
called.
Called Quest.
It's some kind of festival.
It's camp something at Exposition
Yes.
Park. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. They have
And
it every
so
year. It is a hippie concert.
Yeah, so I told her I'm going to give her your number, Lee, because she might need Uber Lee.
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah, we'll
and if
protect
something
her, don't
break
worry.
off, she might need you to go in the trunk if I need to send you over there.
That's right.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Yep, I got you. Don't worry.
I
need
know
a
you
good
do.
hand.
This is my baby too. She ain't but 22. This is my youngest
Don't
daughter.
worry about it. It's better. She's better with me than being with you because
And I know you won't try to hit on her. 'cause
No,
she's
no,
a
not
little
at all.
dime piece.
No, I'm too
and
old for
she is mixed with something, by the way. Her mama's black, so
okay.
you can ask her what you mixed with, girl.
Now, before we go to Lee's Uber story and Apollo, while I have you on the line, I want to ask a question. Is it offensive to ask someone if you know that they're mixed? Let's say you.
Well, you assume that they are.
Well, no, if you know, like
You
if you're
know,
talking
okay.
to somebody and they say, "Well, I'm mixed,"
Okay. So
You
mix
know,
with
with
what?
black and white.
That opens up the opportunity to say with what? What do you
now,
what's your-
once you realize they're mixed with white and black,
Okay.
is it offensive to say, Lee? So, who's black in it? Is your father black or your mother black?
No,
No.
I wouldn't take offense.
No,
to
that's
that.
not.
You know what I
Absolutely
found?
not.
What people said was offensive. You know how, especially black people, they always say mixed breed.
Oh, that's offensive.
Yeah, because dogs are breeds. Like if you say,
Oh, okay.
So-
Well,
That's
Say
just
mixed
a little
breed,
lack of
like you ain't no
sensitivity or
thoroughbred.
knowledge.
well, I just know someone who asked someone
yeah,
which parent is black and which parent is white.
I would just say, what's your ethnic background? What's your ethnicity?
Well, they knew the ethnicity. They just wanted to know which parent was black and which
which,
parent
yeah.
was white. And this person started crying. She was like,
did they know
told-
the person?
Really?
Yeah, they knew him.
Oh, well, she.
Well,
just
I mean, she got
dramatic
emotional
and
problems.
hell. Yeah, that's
Maybe
right.
she didn't know.
She needs some Prozac. That's all that is.
Maybe she didn't know.
So
I
I'm
would
she
hope
might-
she know which one of her parents.
so I'm gonna take
What-
it that
what
her,
if she's
dad,
adopted?
her daddy might have been black.
She might have been adopted.
How old
don't
was she?
know.
How old was the girl?
19,
How old
I
was she?
think. 19.
Oh, yeah.
19. Yeah, she. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
I wouldn't be offended.
What,
Yeah,
what,
what-
what are you talking about? You just said you got offended. You say
I
Yeah,
can-
you
I
mixed-
wouldn't be
what you
offended
mixed with? You
I wouldn't get
fine. What you
offended-
mixed with?
Whatever, Apollo. I wouldn't get offended. Somebody said, if I said, "Oh yeah, I'm mixed," and they go, "Well, which parent is black and which parent?" I'm not going to be offended by that. I was offended. And
Why
it's
does
not-
that matter? Which one is black or which one?
Well,
is
they
It
white?
doesn't
They're
really.
just
I
being-
think it's probably just.
just
Well, I
being
think if the
curious.
father's supposedly if the father's black, you're more. I don't know the laws of the white man. I don't know.
yeah.
If you came out of you go back 400 years. If you came out of a white vagina, you were free. If you came out of a black vagina, you picking cotton.
Well, according to my uncle, 1% black, he's a ninja.
No, I know that, but
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, if you were born in 1690 and the mother was white, you were considered a free black person.
So she had sex with a slave.
Yeah.
She had to get
No,
her
I'm
man
saying,
dingo.
yeah, that's right. She got some of that Zulu rattlesnake.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
She had to go
Yeah.
get her a man dingo.
Well, but I think most of society just assumes if it's black and white that the father is black.
We just need to interracially mix more, so we just one beautiful bronze color, and everybody's the same color, and we can get away from this foolishness.
Now, see, if I met Honey in Miami or New York, I would not assume that she was all African American because you look like 100 other
No, she
Puerto
got
Rican
some
girls.
white limbs on her tree somewhere. You can tell that.
She looks
Absolutely.
like 100 other Puerto Rican girls that I know.
Yeah.
That's
or
right.
Cuban.
Beat swears I'm Puerto Rican.
She's Puerto Rican.
Beat swears
might
that I'm
be.
Puerto Rican.
Let me hear you say, "Aye, Papi."
Aye, Boppy.
See?
No.
See, there it is.
Yeah, there
No.
you go. There you go.
My ancestors are French. If you want to be,
Well, we're going to find out because we're going to do the DNA test right here on the air.
And
Uh-oh.
we're gonna do
Can
it
you
like
do
we're gonna do it like Maury.
You go right
A
down
black
to the
person is not your father.
What do you mean?
Well, they can,
Hey,
you know.
and then Honey
they can
gonna
do
run
that.
off
They can
like
mail
no
it
more.
in.
She gonna run off and fall on the ground right there.
We're going to have a camera following us.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And I'm gonna go up to her and say, "Well, we have people we gonna help you with."
Don't worry, we got therapy for
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
We can find your real daddy.
I'm not black.
That's right. And when they do these DNA tests, they can match up your DNA with other people
That's right.
that you may be related to. You might be related to George W. Bush or something.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many royal bastards. There are a lot of royal bastards in the world, and
Yeah.
people find out that they're kin to the royal family.
I'm going to tell y'all something right now. Y'all do a DNA on me and find out somebody in my family rich, that's a whole nother show. Because we're going to find them son of a guns. Give me my money.
Hey, I got a friend who is, this is no lie. She didn't know her father. She was adopted, but she is one of Strom Thurmond's love children.
Oh,
the
shoot.
racist South
He was
Carolina
racist in
senator.
the mug too.
Strong Thurman, though,
Yeah.
he was getting him some cooch, wasn't he?
Oh yeah. Well, that's just
Yeah,
like
he was one of
Thomas
them old
Jefferson.
Dixiecrats.
We like,
But this lady was that was her father, but she never knew him.
oh wow.
Just like Bill Clinton. You know, Bill Clinton got a black son.
Do he?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, I wouldn't mind finding out I was related to Bill Clinton.
Mm-hmm.
He got some money.
Heck yeah.
No,
I'll be getting-
hell yeah, he got paper.
I
Man,
mean,
they-
Bill.
him and-
Let Bill be my daddy.
Him
see
and
what
Hillary,
And
they make millions just to go speak.
And they can get rid of people for you too, quick.
Yeah,
If
they
you need
kill
somebody to
happens.
get
Why they
missing.
can't get rid of Trump then?
Well, you know, hey, I can't speak on that. You know,
I don't know why. We supposed to live in a country where it's freedom of speech.
No, but
not
not talking
about
about.
nothing like that. Not about nothing like that. Now, I don't want them Suburbans pulling up my driveway talking about that.
Okay, Apollo, you have to stay on to listen to this next Uber story.
And how Lee just
Okay.
walking here with meatball sub.
Yeah. So
Meatball.
meatball sub. So just
Lee got them meatballs
that's
in his mouth.
these.
these nuts.
These nuts.
So my Uber story just pretty much ended real quickly. We got to the house. I called my niece. She opened the door. She came out. And I said, "You can leave my luggage right here." And he said, "Oh, no. Anything for you, beautiful." I said, "Just leave the luggage right here. It's too many cars. I'll go get them." And so I was so happy to get in the house.
So there's no route. Could she call into Uber and say that he wasn't professional or something like that?
Yes, absolutely.
I rated him as, but I didn't know if I can, because there's no one to call. I mean, I have to look for the number to
But
call.
I mean, but
No.
ultimately, did he tell you anything but besides you're beautiful?
he
well, I
just
mean,
said
besides
that,
the clubbing
asked
thing.
me to go clubbing.
They
like dancing.
discourage that type of behavior.
Oh, he did say this. He goes, "Oh, we're going to 3001 Cabana," and I said yes. He goes, "Oh, I live right down the street from there." So when we pulled up to where I was going, he said, "Now, if we keep going to this light and make a left, you're gonna go to my, you'll be at my house."
place.
And I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "No, this is a popular little area over here. Okay, but you're gonna turn right up in here, yonder, right here, and pull and let me out."
And I'd have told him I'm an active NRA card holder, and my husband's in there cleaning his gun, waiting on me right now.
Nah, you should just start scratching your stuff.
I can't
Talking
get rid
about, you know where I can give me some ceilings?
No, I'll be
You gotta
scratching
keep
like,
some-
"Oh,
you
excuse
gotta
me,
keep
my little
some chili
friends down
powder
here are
and
saying hi to me
tuna.
right now. It's early morning."
Yeah.
And it just woke them up.
Okay, so that's an okay Uber story. We got the Uber story of Uber stories. Apollo, listen to this Uber story.
Well, he heard it this morning.
Okay,
So
da.
Well, I was on my way to pick up a passenger at the airport last night. And it was very busy. There was a lot of cars pulling out. There's a parking lot that we have to sit in to wait for the rides. But also in that same parking lot, the SUVs are there, buses, limos, etc. And the Uber and Lyft drivers. So it's a huge parking lot. There might be 300 Uber and Lyft drivers and maybe 50 or 60 SUVs, or maybe not 50 or 60, but 20, 25, and some buses and limos, etc. So we all have to go out the same way. Now, the SUV guys and the limo guys are kind of arrogant, because they think they're better than the Uber and Lyft drivers. They look down their nose, and probably with a little bit of malice like the cab drivers, because we're taking business away from them. Now, So I'm coming down the driveway to go out, and there's actually two SUVs that are coming from the side of me, on my right side. One just kind of cut me off. He just bow-hogged his way into the lane. And he got so close to me, it kind of frightened me, so I hit my horn. When I hit my horn, it wasn't like, like that. It was just boop, boop, to let him know I'm here. So what does he do? He flipped me the bird. Now, that doesn't sit well with me. So I said, oh, no, he didn't flip me the bird. So I pulled up next to him because it was, slow traffic going out. So I get in the other lane, and I said, man, what's your problem? And he goes, screw you. I said, listen, you punk ass, blah, 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 blah. You don't know me. He said, well, he's just an Uber driver, a little weekend warrior.
Not
I
the
said,
weekend warrior.
Yeah, he called me a little weekend warrior. I said, look, man, you don't know me. I said, you really don't know me, and you were really out of line. So he pulls off a little bit, and I pull back up and caught him again. I said, you know what, man? It's people like you that cause all kind of hate and discontent in this world. Happens to be a white guy with a little beard, and he's all, tight shaved and everything. So I said, look, I'm not that guy. And I said to him, I said, I used to kill people for a living. I said,
You lying. You ain't never killed nobody.
you don't know what I done. I was black op.
You killed a bag of pretzels or something, but that's about
I
it.
killed him too. But so he pulls off again, and I caught up with him again. And we're still in the parking lot. I said, man, get out of the car. Get out of the car. Let me see you throw that bird up again. Yeah. He took off. He broke the lane and went around other cars and got off into the street. So I remember what he looks like. The next time I see him.
I'm glad he didn't get out of the car because I don't want to be sending flowers to you.
No, well, you might have. I don't know what he had, but he don't know what I had. But see, it's that kind of road rage, man. It's
didn't
unnecessary.
have to go to that. Motherfucker, shoot me the bird. I just let him go. I ain't fooling with him. Fuck him. Life too short. Fuck him.
Well, see, that's a white privilege you own.
That ain't no white pride. I'm just not gonna feed into that negativity. I'm like,
Right.
God bless that man. God bless him. Please give him something to make him happier because he's having a bad day.
Well, I'm gonna take that approach the next time. But he was
pray,
out of
pray
line.
for the brother. You need to pray for him tonight when you go home, Lee. Pray for that brother.
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna pray that he wakes
you don't know
up with a horn.
You don't know
out
what
of
he's
his
going through,
forehead.
man. But now, why did you blow the horn at him to begin with?
Because he was that close to me. I wanted to let him know that I was there. So I don't know whether he even saw me.
I'd let him hit me and got that paper.
Right.
Well, if he had hit me in the rear, I probably would have.
See, Apollo has black man thoughts. We like,
Yeah,
let him
for
hit
sure.
me.
Man, I would have fell all out the window.
I'd
out
have
the
rolled up
car.
out of there. One call does it all. Have you been injured in an accident?
Larry Parker got me $1.2 million.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. Campbell and Associates. Call today.
But for you SUV and limo drivers, y'all need to take a chill pill.
See,
Because
you'd have went out that you see if you'd listened to us, you could have went from that Malibu to an Escalade.
I'm gonna get one anyway.
Don't buy no Cadillac. Don't buy no Cadillac.
Why not?
Cause
bumper on the back.
Cadillac. Cadillac wouldn't sell to black folk for years. Cadillac almost went bankrupt because they wouldn't sell to black people.
Yeah.
And after the Depression, they started marketing to black. But back in the day, my grandfather's era, a black doctor, a lawyer, they had to go get a white man to go buy the car for them and pay them a fee to do it.
Oh,
Wow.
that's messed up.
Yeah,
I never heard
Cadillac's
that.
corporate, absolutely. Cadillac's corporate policy, we do not sell to black people. It was an image thing. And after the Great Depression, they realized that that these people were buying Cadillacs and they were paying a service fee for white men to front for them. So they figured, why can't we just get a piece of that?
Wow.
And,
Raise the price and we get it all.
That's history that we didn't know. And black people buy Cadillacs, put rims on them, and think they're doing
Right.
something.
And put a bumper on the back.
Well, I've had a couple of Cadillacs, but I haven't driven one in probably 30 years or more.
yeah. You meet an old black person, shit. That's why they wouldn't. They won't buy a Cadillac.
Wow.
Well, I like the Chevy SUV, this Suburban. I really like that one. And I think that's what I'm going
Yeah.
to get.
Get you a Buick or a.
Something.
Yeah.
Don't
Anyway,
buy no fuck.
but that really bothered me. I mean, he's got a little shirt and tie on, but see, here's the thing: he's nothing more than an Uber driver either, because Uber has a fleet of those SUVs. So you can go out and buy a Suburban or Escalade and hook up with Uber, and they will send you higher end passengers.
Right.
So he's nothing more than an Uber driver. So,
Right.
But I guess I wasn't supposed to know that. And
I
there's
keep- I
nothing
keep on
wrong with
hearing
being an Uber
noises.
driver. He just makes a little more money per ride than.
He's
than
like, man, show your
Uber.
face.
Yeah.
Beast
Make-
over here
making
paranoid.
me, making me nervous.
Beast thinking the white man that came back and got you.
Yeah.
Be like,
Oh.
it was him, sir.
I'm the one
So, Lee, if he would have got the car, what would you have done?
who whipped his ass.
Man, I would have paid to just,
Man.
I would snatch him through the window
man,
and spank him like he stole something.
woo. And I'd have been out there, woo, woo, woo. Get him, Lee.
We be like, I
I've
remember.
been getting some kicks in
I remember
beat
in
him
Chicago in '68.
when I had my Cadillac
Mm-hmm.
linked to the side.
I'd have hurt him bad, or he would have hurt me, one or the other.
On the way in today, this evening, I'm on the freeway and I'm merging on to the 15, and there's a girl on the freeway. She's standing on the side of the freeway, like down where you can pull over, like if you have a flat tire or something. Nothing on but a t-shirt, and she's pointing to her stuff and her butt while people are driving by. So I'm like getting her on video. And I'm like, oh my God.
You got it on video?
I'll show it to you. She's pointing to herself, like pointing. And I'm like, she looks like she's kind of young. And I'm like, why hasn't anybody stopped or
She had to have been like. On
she
some,
had to be on something.
on some kind of drug.
And she's just standing there pointing to her stuff. And then she turned around and hit her booty cheek. And at first I'm like, she has to have on some tan skirt or something.
Mm-hmm.
We got up. She's naked from the bottom down.
That sounds like Apollo's girlfriend.
Apollo,
No,
please go
that
ahead and
bitch-
get your boo.
That ain't my girl.
Come get your boo.
I fuck some crazy ones, but not that crazy.
Apollo is crazy.
Yeah,
I have.
verifiable.
I
Well-
have had a few. Most of the crazy ones were the fine ones too. Them
Oh,
fine
yeah.
motherfuckers.
The
is
finer they are, the
crazy.
crazy they are.
Crazy. Halle Berry crazy is a shit house rat. But I
She's
would
gorgeous.
still love to Billy Bob Thornton her ass one time. Motherfucker.
Apollo, I don't know what we're going to do with you.
What was that movie with Make Me Feel Good?
Monsters Ball.
Monsters Ball.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had a Q burn on my DVD from rewinding the bitch right there on that scene.
Apollo
Shit,
is
this
a
way.
mess. He's a mess.
do.
But I
He needs
actually
help.
feel sorry for the girl because I'm like, this is somebody's child, maybe mother, something. And what's like,
She's trying to get a movie part.
well, she going to get the wrong movie part.
Not a Pornhub movie part.
She ain't, but yeah, that's
She
just-
obviously don't care.
And I'm like,
Yeah,
where's the
well,
police?
She's
at?
probably
Because it
she
took us a
probably
minute
is
to
a,
get
has a
around here.
dual diagnosis. She's probably mentally ill and a substance abuser, and when you mix those two together, that's what you usually.
What freeway
find
was
out
that?
there.
We were merging from the 10 to the 15.
10 to the 15.
So you're in the 10 and
Oh, yeah, you out there in the desert.
Yeah. And she was
Yeah, she was hot.
she was something.
She him have heat stroke. That's what that was.
She
Should have gave her some Gatorade.
Somebody should have. I was like, I think if I would have been by myself or either, because I was on the overpass, so I was above her. But I'm like, I don't know, and I don't know because I wasn't down there. Would I have like pulled over and been like try to cover her up because she was just completely naked from the bottom down, and I'm like, that's somebody's child, mother, sister, you know. That's just horrible. It was really sad.
Maybe somebody put her out.
She was happy. Whatever, she was a happy little naked person.
Oh,
She was
Yeah,
enjoying
there was-
herself.
yeah, there was some issues there.
She was enjoying herself. So, yeah. Yeah, so. All right, we're going to move on to our first email back question. Y'all ready for this?
Yep.
You ready?
Sure.
Apollo, you staying on? You ready?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay. Dear Honey's Closet crew, my name is Sarah, and I've been in a relationship for, I thought this said 11. This is how crazy I was when I read this. I brought this up on my email. I thought it said 11 and 2 years. I don't know what the hell I thought this was saying.
11 and 2 years?
It's 1.5 years.
Oh, okay.
Okay. 1.5 years now. Things are going pretty good. My question is, how do you know someone is being as loyal and true to you as you are to them? My fear of being hurt is overpowering my ability to trust completely. Signed, Fearful.
Okay, so what is the question again?
The question is, is it a question? My name is Sarah. I've been in a relationship for 1.5 years. Things are going pretty good. My question is, how do you know someone is being as loyal and true to you as you are to them? My fear of being hurt is overpowering my ability to trust completely. Signed, Fearful.
Well,
This is
y'all
a
want
good
me
one.
to go first?
Yeah, go first.
Go
Lee.
first.
You will never know until you catch them doing something wrong. And if you go looking, you will probably find.
Yep.
I mean, it is what it is.
Apollo, what you think?
I think somebody obviously has hurt her previously,
Right.
And she is bringing that baggage and that suspicion into this relationship. So you need to articulate that to the person you're with. You need to let them know, listen, I'm vulnerable. I've been hurt in the past. It's hard for me to trust you. So I need some type of communication. I need to be reinforced positively until I can. Cause she'll never get over that. But I mean, the only way to get over it is to replace it with a bunch of good behavior. So it's kind of. I don't know. I don't know anybody that doesn't carry the baggage of some past relationship
Right.
But
into
is
it.
it-
Obviously, somebody hurt her really bad, and so unfortunately, this guy is going to have to deal with that. But she needs to let that person know, hey, I've been hurt in the past. It's hard for me to trust you, and if you're the kind of guy that is going to hurt me or cheat on me, look in the mirror, and if you're that dude, let's just go ahead and end it now because I can't go through it again.
Okay, honey. Yeah, I'm that guy. I'm out. Do you think somebody's going to be that honest, really?
Yeah.
mean-
Do you think you won't get over it? Like, shouldn't you?
Yeah, no.
I think you should. I think that when you, and this is the problem I think that mostly women have, and I'm not bashing women, but I'm just being truthful. We get out of one bad relationship or a relationship, we've been hurt or whatever, and we immediately jump into another relationship.
I think it's everybody, though.
A lot of people do it.
No,
But-
not me. Shit, I
but
got a
women-
dog.
Women do it a lot, and it's like we try to say, and some men too. So we're gonna get in this relationship, and it's gonna take the place of this relationship. I'm not gonna be hurt. But
That's
then-
codependency.
Yeah, but then once you get in that relationship, you're scared all over again. So I'm a true believer, and this is what I follow. If I'm in a relationship and I break up with somebody, whether it was good or bad, I'm gonna be single for a while. At
Right.
least I'm not gonna
1
jump
year.
into another relationship still having feelings or holding some type of animosity and go into a next relationship, and then I'm carrying that over there, because you will.
That's right.
You have to get over at least the person. You know what I'm saying? Because what happens is you get in these relationships, and then now you're in this relationship, and then when things don't go right, you know, it's easily to think about the other person or what they did to hurt you or what they did to please you, or, you know, and you're comparing, and that's not healthy either. So I think it's very important to stay single, to be
Yep.
over your past, and then get into another relationship, and don't bring whatever pain or past or hurt or whatever into the new, because this is the thing. Everybody's different.
Right.
You're going to meet somebody, they may put on a perfume your ex wear. And it's just, you know, but you can't say, you know, oh, my ex used to wear that, and he used to beat me, and you know, you can't do
Oh
stuff
yeah,
like
you
that.
should say that. You because the olfactory senses are very powerful memory recall. So I mean, if you have a relationship and he's wearing the same cologne and the guy used to beat your ass, you tell him, listen, I used to be with a guy and he wore that cologne, and every time I smell it, it brings memory. So please don't wear that shit no more. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
But I feel like distrust and hurt for a relationship is a learned trait, because it's something that it's like racism. Racism is learned. It's not, you're not born like
That's
that.
right.
So until somebody has broken your heart, you're good. You're happy go lucky with the world and
You're
everything.
trusting and all that.
Once you've gotten hurt, it's not that you haven't healed, but when you see traits in your spouse or significant other that a relationship previous to that, they did some foul things to you. Oh, you're hypersensitive to those things. So those things that way it protects you, because it's like burning your hand on the stove. Until you burn your hand on the stove, a kid don't know it's hot.
Right.
Oh, what is hot?
You can tell them hot as a baby,
what
and
does
tell
that
them,
mean?
but it takes them falling down, burning their hand, getting socked in the mouth. I mean, all these kind of things for them to know. Oh, I don't like that.
Right.
You're not finna sock me in my mouth again.
Right.
So next time you get in a fight, you're gonna protect your mouth.
Yeah.
Usher's still burning girls.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, so let's just say this. Let's say, because everybody's different, but there may be incidents that remind you of somebody else. But I don't think it's healthy, and to say, well, so and so used to do this to me, and I don't think that's healthy. And that's just me.
But I don't think that's.
I have never in my life brought up my ex or what my ex did to somebody else.
You might have
fear.
Go ahead, Apollo. Go ahead.
Sorry. No, fear is not real, and everything. This is some. You're getting into some stuff that I'm really divulging into here in the past 6 months. But every perception, every determination, every judgment, when I walk out of the house and get in my car, everything I perceive, judge, and every decision I make is based on a past that has been tainted with fear and anger and resentment. So, like, I don't know if you guys do this, but, like, I can be in the store and I'll see this guy get out of his truck, and it's a pickup truck, and he's a white boy with and the first thing I think is, that redneck son of a bitch, trailer trash motherfucker. I think that in my mind.
Apollo!
No, I'm saying we think these little thoughts in our minds.
We all do it. We all do it.
Yeah, especially if he has a Confederate flag or so. So, I mean, but what I'm saying is, nothing, absolutely nothing in the world real as we perceive it to be. And so I welcome people, and I'm trying this. I'm trying to look at things through Christ or God or whoever my creator is. I'm trying to say, how would he look at this person? And I guess if I'm in a relationship, I have to look at that other person because they're bringing baggage to the table just as I am. But everything I would think, everything I would worry about, every fear that I would have is based on blemishes in my life, emotional blemishes. And so it's not real. So the girl's fear, I wonder if he's being as loyal as I am. Well, you'll never know that. But the fact that you question it is not real. You're questioning it is an egoic state of mind that's trying to protect something that's not even real. It's protecting your ego. And your ego is easing God out. You have to look at him through God's eyes. And you have to leave that shit at the door. And you got to realize that those fears are based on things that aren't even real anymore. It's things that happened in the past.
Right.
And guess what? Humans are going to let you down. Most men are going, if they ain't going to cheat, they're going to want to cheat. It's in their nature because we're built that way so that we will procreate. As we get older, we tame down a little bit. But, I mean, I don't know if I could, I don't know. I mean, I've never been able to, even when I was married, I still wanted to, and I did on occasion. You know?
Why is it that people, once they get burned, heartbroken or disappointed, whatever, and they go into another relationship, and they know that this new person already has a record of doing the same thing? Why do you go into the same thing?
Why?
Over and over again.
Because they're attracted to a type.
Right.
Dysfunction. Yeah, that dysfunction.
And that's true.
Right.
They're attracted to a certain type. You got you have a lot of women who
the bad boys.
Yeah, they like the bad boy or the guys with a lot of swag. A girl don't want to square. A girl don't want to square until she gets older.
Right.
In her young age, she don't want to square.
Well, isn't that the same for a guy? Guys.
That's not always, but
yeah.
But you know what? A lot of girls who had an absent father in their life, they seek male companionship very dysfunctionally because they're trying to fill a void that they never had.
Well,
and that's why I was in my daughter's lives, and I told them little boys when they came over, look, there's plenty of girls my daughter goes to school with that don't know their daddy. They're giving up the pussy. My daughter lives with me. I'm a single parent, so you need to go fuck them girls that ain't got no daddy in their life. Because if you fuck my daughter, I'm fucking you. I need to tell you that shit now. And she asked for that purity ring. So,
But yeah, there are a lot of young girls that these fathers who are absent are messing these girls up because they looking for a daddy.
they're looking for a daddy. Or somebody, a man that will just give them attention.
Yeah.
Right.
And that protect.
And you got boys who grow up with no father in the house, and they become a choir director or they're in the bathroom at the park somewhere because they're seeking that male companionship dysfunctionally. It doesn't even mean that they're gay. It just means that they have never had a man hug them and kiss them, and they're out here acting a damn fool.
Or they're just Catholic.
Or they Catholic.
Or they're doing the Penn State handshake up there.
Right.
Oh my God. Of course, we have Joker tuned in, and me and him had this conversation before about reminding you of exes or whatever. So I argued him down. So he's like, ha, you lose, baby. Just leave it, because he's agreeing with what you guys are saying, that you're reminded of an ex, and I'm not saying that people new relationships, there's not something somebody does that reminds you of what your ex does. I'm sure there's a lot of things that somebody may do, but I personally don't agree in acknowledging it.
No. I mean,
or saying,
you don't have to say it out loud, because maybe she didn't tell him anything. He's asking us. But if she's already living her day every day wondering, her relationship is already doomed.
Right.
That's right, because she's looking for it. She's looking for it.
Because if you are looking for it, it could be the smallest thing that typically wouldn't cause a red flag with most people, but it could be something like, something small, like,
fear will make you see things that aren't even there.
Yeah.
You remember when you were a kid and you were scared and you'd be like, shh, you'd be looking, and then all of a sudden did you see that? I mean, it's fear, and fear will make you see things that aren't there.
Right. Because you remember, like you said, as a kid,
cheating on you.
You remember, you thought it was a monster in the corner, but it was really a jacket balled up in the corner. I mean,
you're scared to be looking like, he moved.
Because you're scared, and if you're in a relationship and you're scared, you're going to find something to justify your fear.
I'm gonna give you a honey's closet tip today to all the ladies. Stop looking. Like, there's women who, I have a friend. She is notorious. She will find your ATM PIN number.
Let me just say her name.
No, she will find your ATM PIN number. She's going to know your phone, how to get into your phone. There's been times she's called me and said, "Can you go on your computer and look?" And she will go. He can say he's going to the store, and she's like, "I'm gonna see if he went to the store, because he's gonna be to use his card. If he ain't used his card in 15 minutes, he lied. He didn't go to the store. But what if he had cash?"
And guess what? She's single.
And here's the thing. I don't believe in that. I'm going to look through your phone. I'm going to look through your car, your pockets. If I got to go looking through your stuff,
you're going to find something.
You're cheating, and it could be the most innocent
you're gonna
thing.
Find
you're going to find something.
It's going to be the most innocent thing.
Because he's going to be looking at porn, or he's going to be on them.
And stuff like that don't bother me. Like, we can all watch porn, but I don't go looking for stuff. One, I've always, and I don't know, somebody say, "Oh, you're just cocky." I'm not cocky. If I got to go look through your wallet, your phone, and all that, I don't need you. I don't think people understand.
Yeah, that you already got a trust issue.
Right. I'm not looking through nobody's phone. I don't do that kind of, I've never been that kind of person.
Well, because even if you look through all those things and you still don't find nothing, you're still not convinced.
Right.
The woman's still not convinced. Or the guy, they're still not convinced, so they still looking side-eyed at you. So you should just go ahead and get out that relationship, because you already thinking the person is not being as faithful as you're being. So I would tell her to be single for a while.
And I do think it's important to, not even if you've been hurt, just kind of, when you're in a relationship, especially a long relationship, if you've been, be single for a while, so that you can really be ready for that next relationship. And that's what I did. I was single for a long time, and I was ready. It was a long time. And
you had a jackrabbit, I guarantee it.
Huh?
I bet you had a jackrabbit.
No. But I was ready for my next.
Well, we already proved.
She knows what it is.
Yeah, we already proved that
she giggled. That's what.
Tickle herself a little bit.
Oh, whatever.
She tried to say she don't, but
that was not tickling myself.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Anyways, but there's nothing wrong I would rather play with myself than just go out and screw somebody randomly. You know, like I've never been a girl that can be with this guy today and the next week we ain't together, so I'm gonna go sleep with this guy. I couldn't do that. I never did random
that's
sex like that.
safe sex.
I don't. I just feel a certain way. So I personally think it's important to just take some time off, kind of get to reevaluate yourself. And this time,
I think
I did go
smart.
for something different than my norm.
Right.
And I think Beast can vouch for that.
Yeah.
I went for something totally different.
So what's the difference? What was A and what is B?
I normally went for the I mean, what would you call the type?
Hustler.
Maybe the
Hustler?
the last, but my ex wasn't a hustler. There was just like something about them was different. And you know, it's not until you get into a new relationship that you kind of realize what the difference was before.
Yeah.
And it was just something that just to be, even though it was a relationship, it was to be doing something. And I'm not knocking anybody that I was with because it was my decision. But I normally, before that, I was with, if you didn't have like a bullet hole or a stab wound or a prison term, I wasn't messing with you.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
You know what I'm saying?
But did it work for
The
you?
hard boy.
But it never worked
It
for
never
me
worked, so-
because it was, and it wasn't that there was, I couldn't pinpoint, it just was not what was meant for me. Right? And at the end of the day,
Did you feel safer with a person like that, or
I did.
Really?
I felt safer.
Really?
But that was just my ignorance.
But not
And I'm not-
realizing she was in more
see,
danger.
But I was
she
probably-
evolved. She realized that she was.
But see, I pride myself on admitting my faults. I have no problem with admitting. Joker goes, she went for me, the great one. I had no problem admitting my faults of what I did wrong. And I'm human, you know, and so I made mistakes. My thing was, if I know he can't protect me by killing somebody, or wanting to kill somebody, you know, and Beats can vouch for this. I'm totally different than I was 10, 15 years ago. Because my mouth would get you,
you haven't been a fight, huh?
yeah.
I was, if we weren't fighting, if I wasn't I would start a fight just so I can see my dude beat somebody's ass.
What are you,
real
a
quick.
Scorpio? What are you?
No, I'm an Aries. I'm a queen.
Oh.
Hey, she ain't
Whatever.
privileged to be a Scorpio.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'm a Scorpio.
so
that's-
And my,
so
my
that was
oldest
the-
daughter's mother's a
That-
Scorpio. All we did is fight and fuck. We would be fighting and start fucking in the middle of a fight.
Fucking fight.
Apollo, I would need you to take a time out. Get into the corner and take a time out. So
I'm
what's the
serious.
question?
So okay, so that was type A, the bad boy with stab wounds, bullet holes, been in jail for 10 years, and okay, so that's a hard man. So what's the new image for you?
The new image is not that it's necessarily a big difference in the manhood. It's just that it's not, instead of me I'm with someone who I know 100% will protect me. But
So
then I'm
that's a
different
big
too.
thing for you, protection.
Well, back in the day it was. Now
No,
it's not
I hear-
because I'm
no,
not.
I hear that now.
No,
you just
but
said
I'm just no, but I'm just saying in a sense of having my back, not to
Right.
fight. I would never do anything in a million years to cause a fight between him and somebody.
Okay,
Never. And
okay.
that would be my thing back when I was younger. Like he said, "What you know, you better whip his ass." You know, because I know I can whip his ass. So if you ain't, I'm gonna whip you. You know, that's just
Yeah,
my mentality. I'm just
yeah.
being honest.
Right.
So now it's not about that, but I do believe the man is the protector of all things. So now I'm with someone who's grounded. He's a gentleman. He has no problem with showing his feelings. He doesn't hide anything, and he's still like people. You know, Joker ain't no joke.
He's a professional kickboxer, right?
He's a professional. I'll beat your ass.
So see, the common thread there is you have an insecurity about being protected. You want to make sure that you're protected. So I mean, that's the common thread. That's what I'm hearing,
Could be.
and that's not a bad thing. But I'm trying to get to the point of, well, what is that common thread between the different people that you've been
But
with?
see, now it's like
And that
I'm not
sounds
with
like
a
what it
thug.
is.
I'm not with somebody who's just grimy
Right.
and you know. I'm
But
with a
you
man.
feel secure with him.
I feel secure.
Right.
I don't think I can ever date somebody who's not like scary. I don't think I can be with somebody that if they heard some gunshots, they pee on themselves or run. You
Shit,
know what
I'm
saying?
running. No, I ain't gonna front. If I hear some gunshots, my ass is running. I ain't
Maybe
sitting
that's
up
the
there.
wrong. Maybe that's the wrong thing because realistically, we hear gunshots, we all getting the hell up out of here.
Yeah.
But I'm just
I'm
saying,
gone.
somebody who's just scary. Just you go like this and they be running.
Whoa.
Like I don't want to be
Yeah.
somebody who's scary or whatever.
Yeah.
But I want to. I prayed about it though. I wanted a
Right.
man, somebody who wasn't afraid to show me their
Whoop some
emotions
ass
and
if
their
he got
feelings.
to. He
Yeah.
got to
Right.
if he got to
Right.
handle his business.
Right.
He ain't scared to get his hands dirty.
And see, that's the thing. I don't. He doesn't have to go get a gun to handle his business.
Right, that's right.
I'm not saying
I
he
done
wouldn't,
beat a
but I'm just
motherfucker
saying
with
you don't have
with
to.
an ashtray before.
Huh?
I said I done beat motherfuckers with an ashtray and
Right.
a cup of coffee. One, I was in a club and drinking coffee, and these motherfuckers was fucking with my wife. I told them leave my fucking wife alone, and I went and sat at the bar, and one of them came and grabbed me, and I was drinking coffee trying to sober up so I could drive home. And the motherfucker grabbed me. I just grabbed that coffee, threw it right in his fucking face, and I grabbed that big ass ashtray and cracked his fucking head open with it. And
Apollo, you're a little
then-
dangerous.
Well, fuck, there was two of them. I could get one out of the way so I could handle the other one. So I'm not gonna sit there and let
He's a
two
big old
motherfuckers.
boy, too. How tall are you, Apollo?
I'm 6'3", 270,
Apollo.
and I ain't scared to get my hands dirty.
And see, that's just it. Most of these cats now, they not willing to use these, and we shouldn't be fighting.
No, but I mean, I don't start no fight. Never started a fight.
Well,
I done ended some.
all the time.
And
That
see,
was
I'm that
my
dude. I'll
bad.
whoop your motherfucking ass and then pick you up, dust you off, and take you to dinner. I mean, man, and like it's all good. Let's go eat now.
But I would avoid a fight at all costs.
yeah.
I would. Come on now, I will beats.
Now I gotta give the side eye on that one.
I will not. Really.
Oh,
When
no.
have you seen me lately start a fight?
Y'all watch out. Just last month on Facebook Live.
a verbal
Not
fight
start
or a
a fight.
physical fight?
No, but you said avoid. She just said avoid a fight, right?
Right,
She didn't
right.
say start a fight. So you wasn't trying to avoid it.
I tried to avoid it at
Did
first.
she get quiet? She got
I
quiet.
avoided it.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I did not hit the bitch in the head with the bottle. So I avoided it.
Wait, this is on.
It's on Facebook Live.
Thank you,
so-
Joker, for putting this
Lord
on Facebook
Jesus.
Live. But yes, it's on Facebook Live.
Oh,
So
wow.
we're downtown Fremont Street,
Okay.
and Joker's out there. He's just
That's
on
Las
video cam.
Vegas, folks.
Right, Las Vegas. And so this girl's out there. She's half naked, and that's what she does to make money. And so she gets mad because we're all filming her. But she's naked, her titties out and everything. So she's like, it costs us $1,000. People paying $1,000. Anybody paying? She's like this big. So she
Had a hustle.
she looked like she was mixed or something. But she immediately came for me. Like all the people standing there filming her, and she's telling Joker to stop, and he's just like, talking about her, right?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta take your clothes off to make money or whatever, and he's just out, doing all kind of other stuff. And so she comes for me, and I'm like, I didn't say nothing to you. Like you don't want to see me, little girl. So then she's like using the N-word. But she's calling Joker all kind of N-words. So she runs up on Joker and she's like, N-word, whatever. And then she comes back for me. And I'm like, why is she messing with me? I'm not saying nothing to her. So she said something to me and I said, bitch, you don't want to see me. I would toss your little frail ass across this damn thing. So she was saying something, fuck you, bitch, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. So I'm telling you.
Also, all you see on Facebook Live is everybody holding honey back.
Because I'm like this, and I try to stay here. There's no in between. Like I can't argue. People argue, and
Right.
I can't do that because once there's gonna be one little thing
Once
that's
I
gonna
snap,
strike
yeah.
that nerve, and
Yep.
I'm gonna go to 1,000, and I'm
Yep.
ready to see blood.
Right.
And she just I had a water bottle. And I
A
had
plastic
it up
water
like
bottle?
this, and my cousin grabbed my arm. She's like, "The police are out here. You're gonna go to jail." And I was all like, "Fuck the police. I don't care. I'm finna crack this bitch in her head." And they had to, and by this time now, Joker sees it. He's like, "Oh, wait a minute. You don't want none of this." And I'm like, they had to like literally,
Pull you out.
yeah. I was finna crack. And so we
Shit.
went back down there. And I seen her again, like this was a month later. And I said, please, I told my cousin, please, can I go say hi to her? She was like, no. Because
Absolutely
you know what the
not.
girl says? That's Hoover, bitch.
Yeah.
Which is a gang in California.
It's a game. But you don't, see, I grew.
But she was an antagonizer because
When the police show up, I turn real white.
Hey, your
Yes,
voice
officer,
don't be
I was
like
just
that,
standing
Apollo?
here. I was watching the suspect there, sir, and I absolutely. What'd you say?
I said your voice it changes up, huh?
Oh yes, yes sir. I was standing right here. I go up a couple. I try to go up a couple octaves if I can. But yeah, I watched Cops for 30 years on Saturday night. I know how to get out of a situation. Hey Lee, let me tell him my dope story. I'm coming. This was in 2000. This was like 17 years ago. I'm coming out of the hood. It's 2 a.m. I done copped some coke. This is back when I was buck wilding. I done copped an 8-ball of powder. I'm coming up out of the hood in Charlotte. And as soon as I get on Rosl's Ferry Road, I'm like, fuck, man, shit. I got a little cousin that stay in trouble with the police, right? And I don't have I ain't on paper. I ain't even on their computer system. But I got an 8-ball of coke in my pocket, and the cop pulling me coming up out of the hood. I roll the window down. Yes, sir. Can I help you? He's like, yeah. Do you know why I stopped you? I'm like, I can imagine you see a white dude coming up out of this drug-infested, fucked-up, crime-ridden neighborhood at 2 a.m. That would probably be your reason for stopping me. He's like, that's precisely why I stopped you. I'm like, yeah, I can imagine. I said, I don't want to be down here, man. I'm looking for my little cousin. He's off the chain. His mama's worried about him. He'd been missing for 3 days. I know this is an area that he frequents. I'm going to give you his name. I gave him the name. He said, hold on, I'm going to go. He runs it. He says, oh, yeah, we've had a lot of contact with him. I'm like, yeah, I know. I said, look, man, I'm going to give you my business card. If you happen to see him, would you call me and let me know that you saw him in this neighborhood and let him know his family is worried about him? And that way I can get the fuck out of here. And he said, yes, sir, give me that card. You don't need to be down here. You need to go home. If I see him, I will let him know his family's worried about him.
We're going to have to tell our brothers in the hood to use that now.
Wow,
yeah, man. The cop
get you some cards made and say, I'm looking for, make sure when you go in that neighborhood, find out who the dope head of the neighborhood is.
Right.
Be like, this is my little brother, a family member.
They call him Smokey.
Smokey, yeah.
Smokey and them.
Well, they ain't gonna stop brothers coming up out of the hood at 2 a.m. They just saw a white boy coming up out there looking crazy. And I was like, the cop was like, yes, sir, please, sir, you have a safe night and you get straight home. And you don't need to be down here anymore. If I see him, I will definitely let the other officers know, and we will take care of that for you.
And
all right, thank you.
And you know what the problem is? If that would have been one of us, sure, you're looking for Pokey. Mm-hmm.
Let me see your license and open up your trunk, bend over, and let me give you a prostate exam.
Right.
I'll be the first to admit I had the complexion for the protection in that situation, and I thank God. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
that ain't fair though. That's not fair.
I know it ain't fair, but if we had to re-up skin color every year, I'll take white again. I'll take it again.
and then let us be in the car with Apollo. They gonna let him go take us out though.
That's right.
Man, and I've had that happen. It's like you be in the car with somebody you don't really know, and like if we get stopped, okay, what's your real name? I ain't telling no motherfucker I need to know because if we get stopped, I gotta tell them. I got to be able to tell them something.
And
do you have a job? Do we work together?
Apollo's a white.
No, he's white boy. White boy.
Yeah.
So Apollo, you a snitch too?
No, I need to know so if we get stopped, so I can tell the officer what. Because first I've been stopped before. What you doing with her? And then I'm like, oh man, I'm just giving her a ride. Really? What's her name? I'm like,
I don't know. What's your name?
I'm like, I don't know her. Her first name Angie. What's her last name? Then I hear I don't know her last name. Why don't you know her last name? Well, because I met her in Alcoholics Anonymous, and we don't give last names there. And she called me and said she needed a ride because she had relapsed, and I'm taking her to detox. So I don't know her last name, sir. If you don't believe, so
I have another Uber. Did you guys see the Uber story that's circulating all on social media? Where I don't know where they were at, but there's an Uber driver who picked up a person, and he had a prostitute or something in the car with them, and so. Apparently, the Uber driver and the prostitute were drunk, and the guys in the backseat filming them. They're kissing and making out.
Wait a minute. The Uber driver?
The Uber driver, the guys that he thinks they both were drunk, they're making out. So you can see the video of them they're kissing. And all of a sudden, he just leans back, and she goes for broke in the front seat. And the dude is filming it.
So he's in the back
She
seat.
probably didn't have enough money in her account to pay for the ride. She had to square up somehow.
Right.
Well, Lee almost had that happen.
Lee, I
ain't had one like that yet.
How much Uber fellatio you done had in your career?
No, I ain't.
A highway hitter. Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, Hedda. Okay.
Yeah, your old Boston over here.
We gotta figure out that Boston
We need
accent.
to translate it here. So, no, I have not had anybody to approach me as of yet. I've had people in the car that were making out with each other. I had a twerker.
No, Lee.
What?
I don't know if
Twerker.
You
a
have a
tweaker or a
story.
twerker?
Which one?
The
lady
one
who
where
said
Hollywood
how
take her
much-
to Vegas.
How much would it?
Oh yeah. But that nothing really came out of that. But she did solicit, a discount if she gave me a BJ. That's what that was. Yeah,
BJ,
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were from
Then
Boston.
did you
as a
go
matter of
number
fact.
2? When I mean, we
Then
use
she
these
wanted to give.
BJ.
She wanted to run a Boston on me.
Like no
Why they
boo
call it a
boo.
Boston?
Big BJ.
No boo boo.
Yeah.
Who's from Boston? Is she from Boston? Honey, are you from Boston?
No, I'm not from Boston.
No,
From Boston.
we got another
Boston.
person in the audience here who comes
Oh,
on
okay.
next
I
on the
got
Power of Voices. It's
Go-
Yes.
the
Well, they
comedy
had to
hour.
go park the car.
Go park the car.
There it is. You ever drank a Narragansett beer before?
Narragansett? No, but I
Yeah.
read an article by Mike Barnacle.
Yeah.
Um,
I used to image a station in Rhode Island. I couldn't pronounce half of that shit. They had me put in their copy up there.
Joker says, "Why does Apollo get to be on so long, and he can't call in?"
Who's Joker?
What, Joker? You just got to have a microphone and a.
My husband.
That's your husband?
Yes.
Well, Apollo, you might get your
Yeah,
ass
what's
kicked
going-
yet.
It won't be the first time.
That's it. Yeah, but you already said you run. You do that. I'm out of here and drop names. And
Only when I
numbers.
hear gunshots. If I don't have a gun.
Oh,
If
you
I
don't-
hear gunshots and I ain't got a gun, I'm
Oh.
running. If I got a gun,
You don't
I'm going to
yell
hit the
out,
floor.
"Damn, I left my gun at home. Just hold up there." All right.
No. I put something hot. I have shot a motherfucker before, too.
Yeah, my dad was a cop. That was the first thing we had to learn how to do is how to shoot a gun.
They tried to carjack me in Detroit, and I put something hot in the motherfucker's ass. And then I went home and called the police and told them that I shot a guy on Fort Street at the Lodge Freeway. And they said, "Why?" I said, "He tried to jack me." And I said, "Why did you call and tell us?" I'm like, "In case the motherfucker got my damn license plate and tried to say I shot him illegally. I didn't want to I want y'all
Covering
to
your
know
ass,
he
huh?
Yeah.
You see, now he would have been dateable, badass like he was. Maybe you would have considered him.
No, Apollo, he turned white real quick when stuff get hot. I can't have that.
No,
I can't have you turning white on me real
Hey,
quick.
when it was me at the intersection and the guy tapped on my damn driver's window, like, roll the window down. I'm like, I don't need to roll the window down. He's like, man, roll. And then I heard glass shatter on the passenger side. I'm like, oh fuck, and I'm like, yep, mm-hmm. And so the guy tried to come in, kapow! I shot him right in his shoulder. He flew back, and the other guy ran, and then I went straight home.
Wow.
And called
Wow.
911.
Went wee,
from
wee,
the-
wee, wee, all the way.
all the way home. All the
I
way.
wasn't gonna get out and try to fight him. Fuck him. I was trying to get the fuck up out of there. I defused it as best
and
as
got
I
the hell
could.
on.
What you do? You shoot him and go. You don't get out and try to talk to him after you shoot him.
No, I heard you guys talking earlier about all the road rage shit that's going on.
Yeah,
Somebody
it's a
was
lot.
talking about that. The young girl that got shot in traffic.
That's horrible.
And
You got to be careful.
Right. And I mean, that back in the day, you know, my sister was one of the most aggressive drivers. Her boyfriend had that black Grand Prix or some kind of. It was another one that they had. It was a racing edition. It was all black. I forget what the name of the car was. But she thinks she was all that and get up on people, you know, drive up on their ass. And I'd be like, you know, Natalie, it wouldn't take much for somebody to turn around and pop you. You don't know who you're dealing with. They don't give a shit.
That's
what you're
right.
driving. Right. And I mean, road rage, especially I can see out in LA why that happens.
Yeah.
You know,
But
pretty much. Could you tell me what the LA obsession with the horns is?
Oh,
well,
Is it
I
me
bump my
or-
horn a lot too sometimes.
It's
yeah.
I
It
live-
bothers the mess out of me.
It-
People honk their horn so quick. As soon as the light turned green,
like,
people yeah, I'm like,
when
wait
I
a
honk my
minute.
horn, I want your attention.
It's like you want to hurry up and get on the 405 so you
I
can
want
sit.
your attention. So you know,
Well, people in
But
LA are so impatient. That's all.
yeah.
It-
And
it-
it's you know, in road. Unfortunately, we can't have road rage like we used to because people now are shooting over road rage. So it's
That's
just
right.
it's sad.
They ain't
Okay, so
throwing
listen.
bottles no more.
Yeah.
We have a game to play. I'm just realizing, and this is how you know the phones are back working.
Oh.
Oh, really?
They're
You
not
got
working.
the phone lines back up?
Then how did Apollo call in?
I'm on.
Oh,
what's it called?
so
Source
he's called
Connect.
in. Okay. Oh, okay. So the phones are not back up. He's on something else.
Yeah, Apollo is more for this time zone though. I can't imagine
Oh,
him
because
during
he's on
the family
he's
hour.
on the morning show. He's hooked up the call in that way.
My kids
Okay.
are grown.
Babe,
now.
he's hooked up the call that way. So the phone's on. I don't know
No, I'm on-
if you have Skype, babe. Let me know. I don't think he has Skype, but he can use mine if he wants to. He told me
That's,
he told me to
that's
say
your
the whole
husband,
thing. He
your
said,
boyfriend.
Tell Lee I'm coming for him and his. He thought the phone
That's
was
your
working, though.
boyfriend?
He wanted to call in.
It's her husband.
Oh, her husband.
Yeah.
He mad because other men on the phone and he can't get on there.
No, he's not mad. He just he likes to call in. He likes to call in and say hi to the crew. So,
Okay.
but we have a couple of more email back questions. Plus, we're gonna play Honey's Closet Family Feud. So, we have a couple of questions for that as well. So, I have somebody sent me a random thought, and I have another question that's really good. I do want everybody's opinion on this. Somebody just sent me, and this came on Twitter. Honey's Closet Crew, straight to the point. I try so hard when it's time. Wait a minute. I don't even understand this. Honey's Closet Crew, straight to the point. I try so hard. When is it when is it time to just give up? Brandy with the good hair.
So is she talking about a relationship, her job?
I just
Say
you know
that
what?
again.
It says Honey's Closet Crew, straight to the point. I try so hard. When is it time to just give up?
She's
Brandy
talking
with
about
the
a
good
relationship.
hair. Relationship. Brandy.
Yeah, her name is Brandy with the good hair.
I think she's trying to be like
Yeah,
the
well,
Beyonce song.
Brandy with the whatever hair. You should, if you even have to ask that, it's called. If it's that much work,
Give up.
why
Don't
would you
jump.
want to
If you-
do
if-
anything that's that much work?
Well, I think people think, and if we're
I know
assuming she's talking about
relationships are work,
relationships,
but-
but relationships are not easy.
No, they're not.
They're anything.
They're not for the
My
weak.
mother used to tell me anything worth having is worth working for. So if you want a real relationship, you got to put in work to have that relationship.
I think she's looking for a timetable. Is it
Yeah.
6 months,
If she changed her name to Brandy with a good head, she'd probably have a happier relationship.
5 years, 10 years, 32 years? Or
Shut up about that. There's two.
Apollo.
At what point do you stop
Yeah,
when you know
you gotta
the
put it
mofo
down.
ain't no good?
Walk out.
Right.
That's it.
Well, I mean,
Come
if
to that realization, it's over.
if she's talking about a relationship, I mean, when it's affecting your happiness.
Right.
I mean, when it's affecting you, when it's giving you stress. I mean, because stress kills.
Stress kills.
So, I mean, when it's causing you physical health, a problem, or you just wake up, you should wake up happy that you're alive that day.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're just so focused on your relationship and the problems in that, you need to let that go.
Right.
I mean, even if it's a week.
Right. And here's the thing. You can do bad by yourself. So if you're unhappy in a relationship, then you could be unhappy out that relationship and go find happiness. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's just taking time for you. So I don't know what she's talking about. I'm assuming relationships. If you feel like you want to give up, give up. But anything worth having is worth working for. But it's also these young people. These young
The
people,
disposable?
they fall in love today, and then tomorrow they in love with somebody else, and and it's like everything is social media based, and it's like I can't really relate to the youngsters anymore. I don't know how to tell them because I think you're too young. Some people are just, you can't be 19, 20, 21 years old. I don't think trying to settle down. Some people do it.
The idea they're looking at Tinder while they're on their date, and they're just, while they're on the date, they're swiping.
But it's like, it's like I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question.
I mean,
No, because basically everybody knows when it's time to go.
yeah.
I mean,
If you're not happy,
her question was, first of all, vague as ever.
Right.
Anyway, she didn't give that much
Yeah, I
information. Secondly, how does she know she's not the problem?
right.
I mean,
if she's saying,
Hello.
when you know it, did he hit you? You got to go. Is he an alcoholic who doesn't want to seek help? You got to go.
Is he a cheater?
Yeah.
Kick him to the curb.
Gotta go.
Chop his dick off and then kick him to the curb.
No, don't Lorena Bobbitt his ass.
I
now.
say Lorena Bobbitt him. If you're in a committed relationship.
I have
and
an
he cheats,
address if that ever.
Well, what happens if the woman cheats? What do you cut off?
You sew it up.
So pour some concrete in it, some
Sew it up
quickcrete.
with something. But no.
Concrete.
But here's the thing. If
still
you
get 'em out.
are so unhappy in any relationship, regardless of what the relationship is, you have to know when to throw in a towel. You don't have to be unhappy. Nobody, man, woman. You don't have, but understand, if you're trying to be in a real relationship, it's called compromise. You know, you have to, you know.
Well, there's
know your
also
mate.
factors, like I stayed a lot longer in my marriage. Towards the end, it was excruciating when it was just plain as to get out. But I had a kid. I had so much time invested. I had a beautiful home. You mean all these things, financial security. It's like most people won't
Walk away
exit
from
that.
Yeah.
But it became, you know, like, if this is my only life, and it took a car accident that almost took me out for me to go, you know what? If this is my only life, nobody was going with me. Any opinions, all the things that you put all that weight into, the other person didn't matter. They were going to, life goes on. See ya.
Right.
And so that was a huge wake-up call.
And that's what you have to understand. Life is short. Life is too short to
Your
be
life
walking around being
ain't nobody going with you.
unhappy. And, you know, you died a day of stress because somebody's hurting you. That person ain't going with you. And guess what? 9 times out of 10, he or she going to be with somebody else real soon.
Well, I mean, the thing, and I think anybody that's been married and have children who had a volatile relationship, stayed for kids, you know, a little longer than they probably should have. Not realizing that you're damaging the kids because, first of all, they're smarter than the people adults like to think kids are. So they see the turmoil in the house. And, I mean, first of all, you can't take the money with you. You know, you can't. You can't. So you might as well be happy and die with joy.
And all those people that had opinions or voices on what you were and weren't doing, they weren't going with you either.
Yeah, they're not.
You know, that saying to thine own self be true. Like, at the heart of it, this woman knows that asked you the question. The fact she's even reaching out means she wants somebody to tell her, give her permission that you can put this down and walk away from it.
Yeah, we can't tell. You got to know when to go.
Yeah.
Go
Nobody's writing in saying, when do you know when you're so freaking happy
Yeah,
that it's time to just
right,
embrace it?
right. Just, you know, embrace your happiness.
You know, once you walk out and you don't go back, you don't look back, and you get happy, then you know you didn't make a bad decision.
Right.
And it was definitely time to
And when you walk away, you walk. You don't pick at it. You don't come back.
Right.
And I think when you leave, you leave. There's 7.5 billion people on the planet. I was with this one for 8 years. It didn't work. I'm gonna go find some other people to be around.
Right.
You know, I ain't gonna keep coming back and picking at that scab.
Right. Apollo, I was told to tell you almost 7 minutes ago, Joker said, "What's up?" He likes to say hello to everybody.
What's up, Joker?
So,
Joker's in Jersey.
yeah, he's in Jersey.
Didn't you just get back from there?
That's where I was at.
So he's there and you're here. What's up with that?
It works.
It worked. And you're married.
Not really.
Not really.
Well, y'all
They
ghetto
got fake
married.
marriage.
They get a fake marriage? My husband had one of those.
How long was he faking it?
32 years, man.
Man.
Well, wait a minute. He claims since my kid was 15 months old, she's 27 now.
Oh, wow.
You should have just shot him.
I know, right?
Ain't nobody got time. I ain't gonna be with
Yeah,
you
but
this
then
long.
she'll be in jail and hit.
No,
Dude,
no. I can tell you, I know how to get rid of a body.
Oh, I like this woman.
Damn.
I just filed for divorce. It took me 2 years, but I finally did it. And that was
Hey, my daughter had to make a kite for her geometry class in high school, and so we went to Lowe's to buy a tarp. You know, the tarp.
the blue
Yeah,
top.
blue tarps.
And so my uncle was a tailor, so I knew he could cut it and sew pockets to put the dowel in. Because, you know, every time my daughter had a project, I had to help her with it and see what kind of grade I was going to get. And so it just
That's
happened
all
to be
parents.
spring of the year. Yeah, it had to be
thought I was
spring of
the
the
only one.
year. So during the time, I'm trying to keep my yard looking pretty too. So we go to. She said, "Get rid of a body." We go to Lowe's. I buy this big blue tarp. I'm like, "Hold on, I got to get some lime and some stuff for the yard." So we get to the checkout counter. I lay a tarp, a bag of lime, and some rope up there on the table. And the guy's like, "What's really going on?" I'm like, "No, it ain't.
about time to
That
get
does
rid of
look
somebody."
crazy. I promise you." She's making a kite. I'm putting this shit on my grass. I'm not getting rid of a body. I promise you.
Yeah.
That's
okay,
funny.
guys, it's game time.
Game time.
Game
Y'all,
time.
it's game time. We're gonna throw in some little fun in here. We're gonna play a little bit Honey's Closet Family Feud.
Do we get prizes?
You do. You get a prize. What do they get on Family Feud? Money, huh?
Yeah, money.
I got some pennies.
Okay, cool.
I got some pennies for y'all. So, you guys ready to play Honey's Closet Family Feud?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's play. I have a.
See, Honey does show prep. I like that. Honey comes with her shit together, Lee.
Yeah, I'm gonna be Steve Harvey. Have you guys seen that clip when Steve Harvey said, "Name something that has pork after it"?
No,
Or before it.
yeah, what word comes after pork?
Word that comes after pork. And the one lady said pork lions. They was country. He said pork what? He thought she said lions or something. And she was saying pork loins, right? So he went to the brother or whoever it was, and he said, name something that has pork in front of it. And this fool said cupine.
Like porcupine.
Oh my
So he
God.
said
I saw
cupine.
that.
He said cupine. And then he said, it's up there. He said, no. He said, it's going to be number one. Steve said, it's going to be number one on YouTube. But it ain't number one on here.
Porcupine.
Okay. You guys ready?
Yep.
Okay. Top 7 answers on the board. Name something you can do and fall asleep.
Sex.
Sex.
Eat.
Eat.
Read.
Okay, wait, say it again.
Drink.
So Lee
Watch a
said
movie.
said sex.
Lee said sex.
I said. So what number was that? What number is that?
Sex?
Yeah.
Sex is not even on here.
Watch a
hell,
movie.
Who made that list?
who
A
made that
Catholic?
list?
I made this list because if you fall asleep during sex.
No, you said.
I said you said after you
After.
do it.
No, I did not. I said name something you can do and fall asleep. Like fall asleep while doing.
Oh, I thought you meant do it and then
No.
fall
Oh.
asleep.
Yeah, I think we all missed that.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
So
okay.
name
So that's why I was
something
saying
you can
eating.
do and be doing and fall asleep doing.
Oh,
I said it
in
wrong.
church.
I'm sorry.
Church.
Church, absolutely. Church every Sunday.
A movie.
Movie, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Read a book.
Yes.
Talking to your loved one late at night.
Listening.
Listening.
Oh, okay.
Smoking weed.
Okay. We got watch TV. We got drive.
Oh yeah, drive.
Drive.
You never had nobody fall asleep driving?
I do it all the time, but I didn't think anybody knew about it.
You narcoleptic.
Said the Uber driver.
That's right.
Anything else?
You at work.
Okay.
Yeah.
For work.
Working? Okay. So number 7 is talking. Have you ever been talking? Just been like on the phone or something? Like
Yeah.
you been
Yeah,
talking?
that's what they
Oh,
said.
when you were a kid, like we could go
Drink.
stay on
No.
the phone.
No,
till we
you
go
know,
to
I
sleep.
fall
I've had
asleep.
those late nights where you just we have soak in the tub. Did think of that one. That's not on the board, but
I've
that's a
fallen
good one.
asleep in the
Yeah.
tub. It's been
Yeah.
about 35 years since I had a bath.
But you haven't been on the phone.
Honey's been talking to me before, and I just fall asleep right on.
Oh
it.
yeah,
Fall
Oh,
asleep.
Beats,
Oh, yeah,
no,
in the
but Beats
tub,
will
yeah.
go so quickly. He will be into a
And
deep
start
conversation, and he'll be like, "Yeah, Nick," because he saw, "Yeah, no, mofo is his word. Yeah, mofo," and I'll be like, "I know, right?" I'm like, "How did he?" No,
He
seriously.
narcoleptic.
And then
No lie.
That quick.
Then I'll wake up and start back with the conversation.
Yeah,
though.
and start
Oh,
back, and I'll be
no.
like,
Oh,
"Is
my
he?"
God.
And snoring, full-fledged snoring.
That's a tired man. That's sleep
Yeah.
deprivation.
No, that's my
Yeah.
blood pressure medicine.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
my sister said
It
that.
knocks me out.
And I be taking
Yeah,
it right,
my
and wasn't even
sister
to
takes
drive.
hers at night because
Yeah.
of that.
What you
Yeah.
take, trazodone or?
Clonidine.
Listening to a
Clonidine.
boring
Oh, yeah.
speaker,
Yeah.
working,
Oh, yeah.
watching the kids. Have you ever felt like watching
That
Nah.
goes,
kids?
that's church.
Watching TV and driving.
Yeah, I fell asleep driving. On the way back from Vegas.
Yeah, Netflix
Was
put me. I go to sleep to Netflix every night.
Oh, yeah. I go to
fall
sleep to
asleep
TV.
one time on the sofa with my infant daughter laying on my chest.
Oh, yeah.
That's easy.
Yeah.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
go
that's
sleep
good.
with you on
That's,
the kids in a
that's
minute.
love right there.
Okay,
That's
number
real
2.
love.
What do you hope does not happen while you and your mate are having sex? Top 5 answers.
For her.
Well,
What
her-
do you hope does not happen while
For
you
her
and your
husband
mate
to
are
walk
having
in.
sex?
Apollo
Gas,
said
gas.
her husband walked in. Oh, yeah. You definitely can't poop.
Fart.
Oh
Yeah.
hell yeah! I've
Okay.
made the pussy poop before though.
I can't with Apollo. I cannot. You are
That thing
officially in
be-
timeout.
It's talking to you, daddy. It's talking to you, daddy.
Blowing your kisses. Yeah. I hear you.
Okay. Any more? We got fart,
Leg cramp.
a leg cramp. Okay.
Oh yeah, leg cramps are bad.
You try to
Something
fight
you
through
hope-
Something
it.
you don't
something
want
you
to
hope-
happen?
Something you hope do not happen while you and your mate are having sex.
She falls asleep.
Okay.
Funny.
She's on her
I
period.
don't have that problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's
Or
a good
starts. Okay.
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Your kids walk in.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good one.
Or the phone rings.
I don't care. The
bother-
phone. Fuck the phone. The phone ring. I don't care.
Well, if
Unless
you're
it ain't no.
appropriate
Unless it ain't no good. That give
Somebody
me an
said
excuse.
booty lock. T.I. Pinkney has joined in. And what is the booty lock? I can't. Why would the booty lock? I don't understand
The
that. T.I.
booty.
Why would
The butthole.
you shouldn't be around that hole? No way.
The booty lock. What do you
It
mean
says
lock?
the booty lock. I don't know what that
What do you
means.
mean
We're gonna
lock?
hope he responds.
That's a new phrase.
Yeah, I don't know what
What
that
does that
means.
mean?
I don't know.
Lock.
I
That's
don't know.
really freaky deaky right there.
Yeah.
That's a little.
What do you mean
bit
if it locks? What's that mean? The booty lock.
Oh, maybe he's saying basically she shut you down. Like no,
Oh, she won't let you go in the booty?
no. I mean just booty meaning just.
Oh, butt muscle cramps.
Oh.
Okay.
I ain't never heard no such a
When you
thing.
slap it, it'll come out.
Okay. I don't know about the butt muscle cramps, but
Right.
okay. Still stay away from the butt.
Very funny.
Okay, so we have number
Neighbor.
5 beats woman starts her period
Yeah.
during sex. Number 4, she stinks. Or he stinks.
Oh.
Either or
Oh, yeah.
stinks.
Yeah. Chili
Number
powder.
3, the person throws up.
Oh.
Ooh, I never thought of that.
Oh, this is some bad sex. Okay. Number 2, they fall asleep. Just be in there pumping like beats.
I had a girl do that, but she was on them pills.
Okay, Bill.
Number 1.
Right.
The number 1 answer was fart.
Yeah.
Yes.
Was fart.
Oh,
I
I
have-
farted. I
Yeah.
farted before in the downstroke. Hell yeah.
Last one. Where is the most embarrassing place to get an arousal?
In church.
School.
Yeah,
School,
I remember that in junior high school. George, will you come to the? No, I'll just take the F. I'm not getting up right now. Church.
Church, school.
Yeah.
Hospital.
In front of someone's parents.
They mama walk in. You'd be like, oh, mom's hot. Okay.
To get an erection.
In the back seat at a drive-in movie.
No,
Your
why would that be
girlfriend.
embarrassing?
That's where you want to get aroused.
No, but the
Yeah,
mother's
hell
in the front
yeah.
seat.
Why would you take the mama to the drive-in movie
Well,
with
because
you?
we were too young to
Drive.
go on our own.
Oh, that's when you say, mama, can you go get us some hot dogs? If she was a real mama,
At a
she's like,
funeral.
come on with me.
Yeah, you
You
just
come
wait
with
for her
me.
to fall asleep.
Oh, that would be scary. To do it in the back seat while your mama in the front falling. Oh, no. I don't know about you and Apollo. Lee. Y'all something else.
Oh, I've done it everywhere. I've done it in the damn luggage department at Macy's. I've done it at a high school football game in front of had a quilt wrapped around me.
How do you do that at a football game?
We had a quilt, a big blanket wrapped around us, and she was sitting on my lap, and I pulled a little skirt to the side, and I'm like, God, I wish he'd hurry up and get a touchdown. So I go, yeah. So right when they, I was an exhibitionist.
Woman, any of those moments would be. Mr.
She was a
Bobby.
freak. She loved it.
Well,
she
you
loved
know
it.
what? If it's with, I won't lie. If it's with someone like your mate and you trying to, because it's always fun to do it somewhere you know you shouldn't be doing it.
That's it.
That's right.
Right? So, we shouldn't be doing it here. Like, one of my dream places would be, and I don't know why I choose the store, it could be any store, but Victoria's Secrets in the dressing room.
In the dressing room. Like,
Yeah. They can watch you in there, though.
Can they?
Oh, yeah.
You never know.
They got,
I
Yeah,
often
they got-
wonder what.
nowadays,
That's why I like
right.
trying on
Absolutely.
nothing, because I don't want to go somewhere somebody looking at me and I'm half naked in a
you didn't see that episode of Good
And then you
Times
see
where
it on
Walona
Facebook
was
in a
looking at
week.
him behind the
He
glass?
said good times. I am so through with Apollo.
When
I
Walona was
promise.
watching them women steal
Yeah, I
in the
do.
dressing
I
room?
remember that. I do remember that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't like. That's why I don't really try. That's why I usually go back to the store again to take something back because I don't try on clothes.
I be pulling my dick out and slapping the glass with it when I'm in the dressing room just to piss them off.
there's a visual.
Yeah, just to hear,
Apollo,
motherfucker.
5
Look
minute
at here.
timeout in the corner
I'm sorry,
wherever
I
And you
corner
have
you're
them
in.
on during like family hour? Jeez.
Yeah, I'm
But-
on
That's
in the
what happens
daytime,
in the
too.
closet though. It's just kind of
Well, no, I understand this, but he's telling me
Yeah,
he has one
he
his
get-
show.
Oh yeah, the
He get-
daytime. Yes.
Yeah, he does.
I don't get as verbal like that. I don't talk about slapping my dick on the window.
Well, I
and-
would.
I ain't talking about setting my dick on the window.
That's it.
Not
I-
during
I
Lee's
just-
show.
I
I just
can't.
talk about slapping Carol with it. That's all.
That's actually funny.
He say slapping Carol.
Yeah, with it.
Yeah, don't put your penis on me, please. Thank you. We will not be talking about your penis. Oh, Archie.
I really can't with you, Apollo. I just cannot right now. It's too much. It's too much. I don't even know what to say. You know what? I have another email back question that I think I'm going to save for next week, though, because it's directed to Poet and Beats. And we need Poet to be here for me to read this. So we'll do it next week so they can be here. But I have a juicy one, and I really need everybody's opinion on this one. Hello, Honey's Closet crew. Question. I'm getting married next year, and I'm in the process of picking out my wedding party. Now, the problem is I don't get along with my in-laws, and my fiance wants his sister to be in the wedding. Am I wrong to not want her to be a bridesmaid? Sincerely, in-laws out.
Yeah, she wrong.
So she's getting married. She doesn't like the in-laws. The husband wants the sister in the wedding. She doesn't want the sister in the wedding.
That's his family. Your family going to be there. His family got a right to be there. And if you don't like his family, you shouldn't marry him because you're going to have to deal with them.
See, that's what I say. You shouldn't be marrying anybody that you, I mean.
That's strongly.
And why don't she like him?
But she's not going to like everybody, though.
Like him.
But, however.
It's called compromise.
Yeah, she has compromise.
Some people say it's her, it's her wedding too, so she has a right to pick who she wants. It's her bridesmaid.
It's his wedding too.
No, but I'm just saying. No, I say yes.
Yeah.
She should have the sister in the wedding. If he has a sister,
Hey, look, save the damn money, go to Vegas.
Go to courthouse. That's right. I was getting ready to say that.
Kills
Save
all
the money.
the drama.
But what if you want a wedding? If I got married, I want a wedding.
Then you go to Hawaii where all the family members can't afford to go.
Yeah, or go to
that's
right.
Thing, chicken wing.
Because we had this big wedding planned. I had Tony Terry coming to sing and David Peaston, and we had the little chapel and all this. And my wife and I were talking about it. And I said, you know what? Let's just have the motherfucker. Let's just go downtown, fuck the shit, and we'll go to Brazil and stay for 2 weeks and take that 30 grand and go to Brazil.
And see, that's always good too, to just have a good honeymoon. I watched this movie and I can't think of the name of it. It's called Blood Out or something, where this couple went and got married, and the guy was like fairly wealthy. And so him and his wife, she was like this fighter. Like her father taught her how to be really strong and a fighter. And they end up going like to this island. And the island, there was a guy on the island, I guess, who supposedly had cancer, a young dude. And they were finding people, I don't know how they would find out who had the same type of bone marrow as him. And they would make something happen and they would kidnap this person and take their bone marrow to kind of try to heal him or, whatever. And so
maybe that's what happened to Natalie Holloway.
Yeah, probably. And this girl was like, I'm looking for my husband. I am looking for my husband. And the father of the husband thought that she killed him and just wanted some of the money. And so people were saying he was dead. They went to the hospital he's supposed to go to. They had no, him not being at the hospital. Come to find out, the hospital was in on it. This doctor was getting these people and taking their bone marrow.
Wow.
And trying to heal the guy, and she fought her husband. She whooped damn near everybody ass. She was whooping some guys' butts.
Is this a new movie? Is it?
I don't know. We were doing movie night last night, me and my niece, and we watched this movie, and it was actually one of those movies where I don't think it was a major movie, but it was actually a really good movie.
But a lot of those independent movies and things like that are really good movies.
It was good. I thought about you. I'm like, I'm gonna have to find the name of this movie because it's something I think you would like.
Yeah.
But it was a good movie. So I was like, I'm not going to no island because they was somewhere where they take Americans and
some third world country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
have y'all seen Ozark yet on Netflix?
No.
Ozark, y'all got to check out Ozark. It's the shit.
I just saw Baby Driver. That was pretty good.
Baby Driver.
Good. Yeah, it's really good with Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, it was good.
Kevin Spacey. Yeah, I saw it at the theater.
Okay.
I would say typically the woman is responsible for her bridesmaids, and the guy is responsible for his groomsmen. Mm-hmm. So in that instance, she might already have, her people that she wanted. However, his sister, that's pretty darn close to him. Now, if she didn't like a cousin or something, but it's kind of difficult when you don't like sister and mom and things like that.
I think
it causes for
problems.
a horrible kind of relationship with your in-laws,
I agree. I think that the woman has the right to pick her wedding party. So I think you do, if you're listening, I think you do have the right to pick your wedding party. The problem is, what if you had a brother and wanted the brother to be in the wedding? And so you went to your mate and said, when you pick your groomsmen, can you put my brother in it?
But typically, that's how weddings go, though.
Right? It's because I think it's kind of like, you marry somebody, you're cool with their sister, or I'm gonna have the sister in the wedding, or somebody from on his side you're gonna have in your wedding.
Because
well, is that the appropriate protocol or is it a shared thing?
I don't know if it's appropriate protocol or anything like that. I just think it's kind of a given.
I mean, you're merging two families,
right?
So it's kind of like just a good gesture, because even if it's not a groomsman, then they have a role.
How's she gonna pick my groomsman?
No, that's what I said. Even if it's not a groomsman, because say like for my wedding, it was all my best friends,
of course, and that's
right, and my brother. But my wife's brother walked their mom down the aisle, or one walked her down the aisle, and the other one's usher or something like that.
Right.
You have a role in the wedding. You might not be a groomsman, but maybe the sister can be.
Why do you need all that anyway, though? Why don't just two people stand there and say I do? Why you got to have just all these people involved?
A wedding is beautiful. You want to have the thing of a wedding. You walk down the aisle, and I would want to have a wedding. I wouldn't want to have this big elaborate 7 bridesmaids, 6 bridesmaids.
Right.
But I would want to have somebody in my wedding walk down the aisle, maybe 2 people. Very smart, very small. I mean.
So let me ask you a question. As a man, when your daughter gets married, the father historically pays for the wedding because he looks as if the man is going to take care of her for the rest of her life financially. So, as a father, if I pay for my daughter's wedding and then it lasts 2 years, then she's getting married again in 5 more. I'm not paying for 8 weddings. I'm only paying for the first one.
I think it's just the first.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. But then as well, typically that's like so old school that parents are paying, the father's paying for the wedding.
Nobody
anyway.
pays for the weddings anymore.
Unless
it's really like a rich family.
Most
brides talk to my children then. Shit.
Most bride and grooms are paying for their own weddings.
I think if it's a young girl and she's, and they're planning this big, because if they're younger, usually the mother is more involved in it, and so they're paying for the wedding and so on and so forth. I think at that point, it's so but for the most part, when you're older, you kind of plan your own wedding, you pay for your own wedding, you do your own thing.
Well, I kind of flipped the script with my daughter. When she got married, I asked the guy for $75,000.
The hell was you gonna do with $75,000?
You asked the groom for $75,000?
That's right.
For what?
You sold your daughter.
That's right. I got to make some money out of this.
You big pimping.
It's better than me dropping $75,000 on a wedding. So you want to marry my daughter? It's gonna cost you, boy.
Did he give you $75,000?
No,
he gave me his daughter back.
It ain't worth that much. But see, that's a good way to find out just how committed the guy is. And you say, "Yo, man, it's gonna cost you about $50,000."
What if he would have told you, okay, but I'm gonna make payments, $50 a month for the rest of our lives?
No.
You want 75 up front?
This ain't let's make a deal.
75 up front?
Up front.
What if he ain't got 75?
Now then it ain't time to get married.
Not many people have 75 though.
Who had a $75,000 wedding? That's a half a house.
No,
that's extortion.
I know people have paid $500,000 to $1 million.
Oh no, I was watching.
That's foolish.
Was it
absolutely
foolish.
That reality show Wags or whatever it is, Wives and Girlfriends of and she was planning her wedding, and she said, "Oh, we can't do it for under $500,000."
Right.
Crazy.
And 2 years later, they
divorced. Yeah, because it's all for the
show.
Pomp and circumstance
it's
of
like
the
that
wedding.
episode of Martin when him and Gina was planning their wedding, and they brought in Martin brought in Hustle Man.
Oh yeah,
he said chitlin loaf,
$5. $5.
No, he said, how much is gonna cost me? The girl, she said $20,000. He said, oh, I can do it for much cheaper than that. I can do it for 19 G's, G. He said, you didn't tell me it's gonna cost no 19 G's, G. He said, everybody get out. He had
Gotta
the
go.
dang on chitlin loaf. That was so dang on funny. But yeah, you know
A
what? I
chitlin
don't think,
loaf.
huh?
A chitlin loaf.
A chitlin loaf. Yeah.
That's a hog head cheese. No, it's chitlin. That's
It's
south.
chitlin.
What I think is that a lot of girls want their wedding. That fairy tale.
Mm-hmm.
They want a wedding.
Yeah, that's just bull.
But
Yeah.
when they realize that a lot of people are getting married and spending a lot on weddings, and then they're coming back to like apartments,
Right.
and they
I'd
don't.
rather-
they
I'd
don't
rather
own.
give you
You can buy your first home.
that's right. Give
Yeah,
you a
that's
down
right.
payment on that house.
Yeah.
But and here's the thing, I do think a woman should be able to have a wedding if she wants one. I do not believe in no expensive wedding. I do not believe that you need.
What's the price cap?
I've been married 3 times, never paid more than $250 for each.
Well, I would say, you know what? Here's the thing. I would say,
But I'm still paying.
I would say,
Yeah.
no. Here's the thing. I would
Drive-by.
It's
say,
cheaper to keep her, Lee. Cheaper to
That's
keep
what
her.
they say. That's where that song went. Johnny Taylor.
I would say, you know, I would say the one thing I would want to spend money on, but not even a lot, would be my dress and my cake. So if I can find me a dress for $200, a nice dress, I can design my own dress. You can find a wedding cake probably for under $300 if you find somebody. You know, it don't have to be no big
Well, that's reasonable. That's
3-layer
that's very
cake.
reasonable.
And then,
That's reasonable.
And then you go to a store and you pick out your bridesmaids dresses. And I would tell, because normally when you ask somebody to be in your wedding, they're buying their dress and that's their gift to you. Right? That's their gift to you. So, okay, it don't even have to be the same dress, maybe the same color, or if the same dress, 2 different colors. Whatever your color scheme is, go buy a dress under $100. Don't spend a lot of money on a dress. Let's go do this together. I would probably have 3 girls in my wedding. Right? And then the guys with their suits don't have to be, it doesn't have to be necessarily traditional. The only traditional I would want is to be in a church. And then everybody come,
but
and then
the pastor got to have a stab wound or a bullet hole in him.
no, I want the pastor to be holy. But and then
Holy, he literally.
He be holy. He has some bullet holes in his
And
ass.
then-
Like Swiss cheese.
right? And then let's have a really nice reception, a party, whatever.
Music is very important for a wedding.
Right? You know, have
Music
a party.
by beat.
You know, yeah.
What's
music by
your
beat.
first dance song? What are you going to dance to? The bride and groom dance.
Probably.
Oh, you ain't trying to get married then.
What do you mean?
You should already know your song.
No, because
Yeah.
no. I know my songs, but there's a song that Joker likes by oh my God, I can't, now you made me forget his name. Oh my God.
Well, how'd it go?
No, it'll come to me. But one of his songs.
Don't marry
There's
your
a song.
joker.
Whatever.
Yeah.
One in
know
a
the
Million
song.
by Larry Graham.
No, it's not Larry Graham. It's you made me
Luther
lose my
Vandross?
train of thought now because I'm thinking make me say it again.
Jodeci.
That's one of my favorite songs. So we would definitely dance to that. But the first song would be to the singer. It'll come to me.
All right.
Because we play it all the time. He plays it all the time for me. So yeah, you put me on the spot. So he's gonna
Is it a
probably
new
cuss me out.
song? Is it an old song?
No, it's not. It's not a new song. It's
Oh, okay.
yeah.
It's not by Luther.
I'm gonna tell you. You guys gonna get me in trouble.
Yeah, you should.
You already blown the
Mhm.
whistle.
It's an R&B song?
Yes, it's an
a
R&B
hip hop
song.
song?
It's an R&B,
Freddie
and then one of them
Jackson?
is Jodeci.
Yeah.
There's a few songs by Jodeci that because he likes Jodeci. And what's the dude's name?
I'm going to find it real quick.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
want to say.
find it right now.
He said he's gonna find
Here.
it real quick.
Here and now, it's not Eric Benet,
It's
Spend
not
My Life
Eric
With You.
Benet. It's not nothing by none of them.
Jagged Edge, Let's Get Married.
Oh, Let's Get Married is a good dancing song.
Oh,
though.
yeah. The
Is it
remix.
Bruno
The remix.
Mars, Marry
No,
You by Bruno
no,
Mars?
he's an R&B
Happily
singer.
Ever After
John
by
Legend?
Case.
No, I want to say Tank, but it's not Tank.
Oh, Jaheim.
Johnny Gill, You For Me.
Jaheim. Is it Jaheim?
Jaheim.
I don't know.
What song is it?
Song.
Might be Jaheim. There's like 3 of them.
Jaheim.
And,
Jaheim's like the modern day Teddy Pendergrass.
I don't even think it's Jaheim though.
Oh, okay.
But you guys don't get me in
No,
trouble.
Jaheim
Oh,
got
it's-
some bangers.
Yeah.
It's called Forever by Jaheim.
No, it's not.
That's the Jaheim wedding song. I just Googled it. Or Remarkable Ghetto Love or In My Hands.
Yeah, forever is.
Forever
Nice.
is the wedding song.
No, it's called Sand in My Shoes.
What's Sand in
No,
My
that's
Shoes?
Sandy Ass in the back of your car on that
Yeah,
Uber.
really. That was some of my Uber riders I picked up at the beach. 3 girls with wet suits, under shorts, and wet sandy asses. I got sand all over my car. So I go to the car wash, get it all cleaned up. An hour later, I get another crew that did the same thing, and the girl threw up on the side of the car.
Oh, shoot.
She threw up on
Hey,
the
I
side
gotta
of the
go.
car.
I gotta get out of here, y'all.
Yeah,
But
hanging
let
out
me
with
say this before I go. Honey has the best prep show I've ever heard on the Power of Voices. She come in there with a show prep, her questions. She keeps it moving. Everybody else that has a show, y'all should play this thing back and watch that. That's real show prep. That's a good show
she always
tonight.
does that. She's in
Thank you so
Yep.
much. That means so much to me, Apollo. I
It's
appreciate
true.
it.
You come in there prepped and you keep it. All right, fellas, you off talk. We're going to go now to this question. Then we're going to go to the. I mean, you control. You're the maestro. It was a good show. I enjoyed this. And
Thank
she
you. Well,
take
you have
control.
to call in.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
is Jaheem's special day.
Oh, okay.
And I
Special
have
day.
it, and I have it on my I just got nervous like real quick, like oh my god, I gotta get this right. But it's on my phone. I listen to it like literally almost every day because he always plays.
Yeah, it's a
Jaheim
good
for me.
show. Are you on every night or
No,
when are
just
you on?
Tuesdays.
Tuesday
if you
night.
can
Tuesday at 8.
find me some sponsorships, Apollo, I will be on every night.
Absolutely.
But
What's your
please-
numbers? You got to have numbers. If you show
I
me
know.
some numbers, that you got to have numbers.
That's what we're working
You got to
on,
show me
so-
the streaming numbers on Tuesday night.
Bring people to our show. Tell them to tune in. And you call in every.
I know,
week.
but on your app, Lee, can you not look at the
Yeah.
streams?
Sure.
How many people? What do you call that? The statistics
Analytics.
or whatever. Analytics. That's right.
Well, I know on
It
our
ain't-
lives, not like always during the actual show,
Yeah.
but within 2 days, on our lives, like the live that we had live from Jersey City, within 2 days we had like 800 and something. Actually, more than that because I boosted it. So we were like in the 1100, but I boosted it. But I boost pretty much every show, so we're up into the 800s. I remember me and Josefa checked one time, and I think I was at one show was like 861. That's just the lives.
Mhm.
So we do pretty good. Now there's been times that we only had like 200.
Right.
Yeah.
It depends, whether it's a holiday time and all that kind of stuff.
So, but
It
we
varies.
definitely need to build up our our listeners and get some sponsorships in here and get it going. But that compliment, I really, really appreciate it, Apollo. That means a lot.
Well,
to
it's
me.
true. I only said it because it's true.
Well,
Y'all
thank
have
you.
a good night. I'm about ready to go to sleep. The things you do.
You know
when
you're going
fall
down
asleep.
to the strip club.
Shit, I ain't been in a strip club and I can't tell you the last time I was in.
So you're not on back page
I don't go
no
to a
more?
strip club.
You're not on Backpage no more.
There was garnishing
Not
his
since that
checks.
bitch took. The last time I went on Backpage, the pretty little motherfucker, and I hit it and went to the bathroom and came back and we fell asleep and I woke up and she was gone and so was my fucking wallet. So I ain't doing that shit no more. I slept. She was a
Pablo.
white girl, so I didn't think she was gonna rob me. I'm like, she's
Oh,
a young
yeah,
little
they're the worst
18-year-old
ones.
girl. See, them little Cuban girls used to get my ass, and they'll cut you too. She seemed all scared
Well,
and
let's
shit.
hope when we do my DNA, I'm not Cuban. I don't want nobody thinking I'm gonna be stealing
Yeah,
their
I
wallet.
think you
well,
are.
my husband knows I'm not gonna steal his wallet.
Well, this wasn't no girl. I just met her on online. I mean,
Oh,
I was paying for some pussy.
you paid, didn't you?
You're still paying for it.
Took your
Yeah,
dang
but see,
old
I was
wallet.
smart. My license was in the car, and I keep my license in the armrest. So all she got was a card that I was able to cut off, and immediately,
You had no
And,
cash in the wallet?
yeah, I had some cash in there.
How much cash did you have in there?
Probably probably about $200 cash.
Oh man.
So 200
But she could have
bucks-
just took the cash. She had to take my
Yeah, well,
my
see, but
cards.
she
I
was
lost my
afraid you
Social
were gonna
Security
wake
card, and I lost a credit card and a debit card. I lost a credit card, a debit card, and a Social Security card and a library card.
That
That's all she
$200
got.
plus the money you paid her.
Yeah,
That was a rough
Yeah.
night, bro.
$500. Yeah, I lost that night.
Yeah, well, don't be doing
See, I
that.
normally don't do that. I normally put my wallet way up under the mattress, or I go in the bathroom. Put
Wait
it
a
up
minute,
in the
wait a
ceiling
minute.
tile.
Hey,
thought he was gonna-
I
I'm on
usually
the
don't
same
pay
page.
for it.
I thought he was like, I
He
remember
said, "No,
don't pick up
I usually don't
prostitutes."
believe my. I usually don't take my wallet in with me though."
Yeah.
I pick up prostitutes.
No, I go in the bathroom and put it up. I find somewhere to hide it, or I go back in the car and put it in the car, or leave it in the car. But I was there for the night. I was gonna order pizza and all that shit. I wasn't playing.
That's what pissed her off. You gonna order some pizza?
Shit. After I got through, I smoked a Newport and ordered me a motherfucking pizza. Shit.
I can't.
Boy, you're a mess.
Why?
I want you to do me a favor,
why?
Apollo. When you get off, when you hang up, I want you to go in the corner and stand there for 5 minutes because you are on time out. You are just
Like
on
y'all
time.
don't smoke a cigarette after you have sex.
I don't smoke.
Well, I do.
I
That's
don't
I
hilarious.
smoke.
smoke me a cigarette.
So.
All right,
you just-
Apollo, go to sleep.
All right.
Thank you.
I love y'all, man. God bless y'all.
God
All right,
bless
Pablo,
you.
have a good night, man.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Take care. Peace.
Oh my God, he
That's
is
Apollo.
hilarious. Apollo is hilarious.
That's my white brother. What's up?
No, man,
Yeah.
he's a mess.
How do you even? I mean, if it is, he's not like this during the day, is he? Or is he just
Yeah,
as
he
vulgar?
is.
Because I do listen in sometimes, and I hear him, and I'm like, but he's not on every. Because there's
No, he's
another
not-
guy.
He comes on.
Chris.
Chris Bass, Apollo, and Alpha, and of course Carol.
Yeah.
And then when Carol's not there, the other Carol comes in, which is it's the fictitious Carol, but she imitates Carol.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's
You
funny.
guys are so crazy. Now, Chris, is he white?
No,
He's black.
he's black. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I have to ask now. After Apollo, you
Yeah,
have,
you
to,
don't
Right,
you
know.
have
you
to ask.
just don't know.
You just don't know.
Yeah,
I think everybody would lose that if they have to
If
bet
they
on
have
it.
to
Yeah.
bet with
Off of
Apollo,
voice?
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, they would
Except
lose.
Poet said he knew he was white, didn't he?
yeah. That's what he claimed. He didn't know.
Poet,
Poet, liar, liar,
Boy,
pants on fire.
Poet be
showed
high
up.
as a kite. He don't know what's going on when he come in here. Poet don't know if he white, black. He don't know.
He
He
just be
don't
like,
know.
I'm just here.
He
I'm
just know.
here.
He just know. He
Did
just
he ever get a haircut?
no.
No. he
No,
hasn't.
I need one bad. I'm looking like a Brillo pad.
No, you up
a
at that car
great
trying to
bull
beat up
pet.
that
Man,
white
I
boy.
seen some of your old pics though. Lee. You had a fro.
Yeah, I used to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had
An
a,
afro?
yeah, oh, yeah.
Like power to the people afro?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how you was looking, jumped up that car finna beat that white boy.
Had a little mustache and beard too.
Okay.
I was suave.
In Chicago?
All around the world. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a rough city.
Yeah, I was in
That's
Chicago.
a rough city.
New York, Philadelphia, Baltimore, Washington, Atlanta, Charlotte, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Houston, St. Louis, the Bay Area, San Francisco, and here. I lived everywhere.
When were you in Miami?
But 3 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
That's my dad's from.
Yeah. I was actually in Fort Lauderdale and Hollywood. Didn't live directly in Miami, but they're right next door to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's already that time. It went by kind of quick today.
Yeah, it went
It
by quick
did.
because it was a good show.
Yeah.
It went
It was
by
a really good show.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
kept it moving. You had some good questions that allowed us to really dig in and with some deep thought.
I kind of feel sorry for the marriage question because I don't think we helped her out. Like I don't know what to tell her, but
Well, I feel like we did. I mean,
I think so.
if you don't want her to be a bridesmaid, then give her another role in your wedding. Make her the greeter or something that greeting the people that come into your wedding.
see, here's the problem, especially with females. I want to be a bridesmaid.
Right.
I'm not greeting nobody. I'm not sitting nobody. And then if they don't get along, that can possibly stir up trouble between the husband and wife.
But it's already gonna stir up trouble.
Right, because she won't let me be a bridesmaid. Why can't I be a bridesmaid? Well, I got 5 sisters, so my sisters are my bridesmaids. You know what I'm saying? But
because the sister everybody has a compromise.
Mhm.
The bride to be has compromised and just give her a role somewhere else. If she doesn't want that role, then she doesn't want to be a part of your. She's doing her own. She's in it for herself.
This is the husband's sister,
right,
Yeah.
the husband.
and she wants to be a bridesmaid.
Well, he wants his sister to be.
He wants.
He wants the sister to be. I'm assuming a bridesmaid
Okay.
in the wedding, but her thing is she didn't say if it wasn't a room for her or not. She said I don't get along with the in-laws, and I don't want her in my wedding. Is what I believe she said.
At all.
At all.
Well,
That's gonna be a rough marriage.
yep.
It's gonna be a rough marriage because you have to get along with your in-laws. We
Well,
might not get along with every last
Yeah, it says,
person.
am I wrong to not want her to be my bridesmaid?
you're probably taking a real tough stance, and you're going to make it difficult for relationships for you and the rest of his family moving forward, and it might even stir up some tension between you and your future husband, because now he's got to go to his sister and say, no, you can't. She's going to go, well, why? Well, you know, my wife, so there you go. There's your problem right there. So he's either going to have to toe the line and say, look, it's not a good idea, and you can do what you want to do when you get married.
Right. But,
You
let
know,
me
but
ask
it's
this.
gonna be friction.
Do you think it's important for? It's better. I think important for the in-laws and the wife to be everybody to get along.
It makes
Yes.
for
You would think,
a less stressful
Relationship, yeah.
right?
because what happens is, okay, sure, they're not in the house with you, but then when holidays come up,
Family.
you have
function.
kids.
Right.
You have kids and things like this.
It forces you and or your wife or husband to make a decision on those holidays, and it becomes difficult. I lived through that in one of my marriages. Mm-hmm. You know, I didn't give a damn about them, and they didn't care about me. I mean, I was less. How can I put it? It didn't matter to me because I've learned to get along, but they had issues with me because of who I am. Okay? I'm black and they're not.
Oh,
Yeah. And that was really the bottom line.
got you.
Yeah.
That can be really, really hard. Yeah. And that's the sad part.
That's another topic for another show.
Yeah, if you listening and you getting married or something, and your husband or your wife is not the same color as you, hit us up inside the closet and we'll tell you
That's right. We'll explore it.
what happens when you marry into a biracial relationship.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it can be a little bit of
Maybe
friction.
we'll do the top 5 controversial biracial relationships. Does that make sense?
The top 5.
I think that,
You mean the top 5 issues?
No, the top 5,
like in history,
like just
Oh.
like like you got black and white,
that's
Mexican
gonna be number
and
one.
black, just different relationships.
Well, I say
We're gonna say it for another show.
okay.
I already know what you're gonna say.
Well, I mean, I think that everybody say black and white
It's number 1.
because a lot of
Doesn't
black men
matter
that lost
if
their
it's
life.
black or white. All right. Well, thank you for tuning in. We love you until next week. Stay safe. God bless. Always stand for something or you'll fall for anything. Until next Tuesday.
Another one. We the best music. DJ Khaled.
I don't know if you could take it. No, you wanna see me naked, naked, naked. I wanna be a baby, baby, baby. Spinning in his red just like he came from Maytag. Rocket with it on the brown. Like, when I get like this, I can't be around you. I'm too little to